It's time for
DodgerHeads.
Hey, Los Angeles, keep that party freaking going because your Los Angeles Dodgers are back-to-back World Series champs, still champs times 352. Again, Fox is doing me dirty. They just show Kershaw sobbing, running in from the bullpen right as I have to come on this show. Anthony's got drinks cracked open. Daniel's got the grin on his face. Against all, I'm thinking of the Kirk Gibson quote. In a season that was so improbable, the impossible has happened. Like, you want to talk about improbable? This team was down a run with one out in the ninth inning. They had the tying run on third in the bottom of this inning, and none of it matters because Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a GOAT. Will Smith is unbelievable. Miguel Rojas from nowhere. This party's going to go on for a while. Shout out to everybody hopping on live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. Settle in, pour yourself a drink because we have lots to talk about. My guy, Daniel Starkand, the OG 2020. Talk to me, Daniel.
Well, this is the third time we've done a stream like this in the last 5 years, so it's hard not to feel pretty good right now. And this was probably the most improbable one. Each year they came back in a series, so they showed that they could do this. But I was not. I'm still kind of in shock right now, like that the Dodgers pulled that out. I was not expecting it, but man, this team just does not quit. So many guys, came up big, had their moments, and here we are, first back-to-back champs in 25 years. Yeah. Incredible.
First in 50 years in the National League. And I'm glad you said the battle back thing, Daniel, because Anthony, when I was watching this game, and even when they were seemingly on the verge of losing, there was a moment where I was like, you know what? Like, I'm kind of proud of how this team played, even if they had lost, because they didn't quit. It felt like they were battling. They were always grinding at bats out. Like, they didn't let the last 6 games define them. And yet the battling back continued. And I kept saying, like, they are stressing the crap out of Blue Jays pitchers. It was just a matter of, are they going to have enough time in this game to actually cash those chips in? It's 2 big swings. The people that don't like this team swinging for the fences, I have bad news for you. They tied it on a homer. They won it on a homer. Solo shot. No multi-run homers in the entire series for the Dodgers. So this team, Anthony, ultimately they did exactly what they do best. They pitched the crap out of the baseball, and then they hit home runs. And that's a recipe for winning the World Series.
What?
World Series champs 2025.
Were you talking, Jeff?
Yeah, sorry. You might have heard delusional optimism coming through my microphone right there, Anthony. So I want to apologize if that's what you heard. But 2025 World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers is what I said.
I'll say this, man. And Jeff is my partner in crime with always trying to be rational and look at things from like a grander perspective and saying like, look, man, here are the reasons why. I'm not that dude tonight.
Nope. There's no victory laps to be had because we're celebrating a World Series championship, which is far greater than any victory lap.
That's the best victory lap you could have, and we're all Dodger fans in this chat. I'm sure. I don't think any of the haters are in here right now, so we can all just celebrate together.
I literally hit join, our join button here. Like I was wiping tears out of my eyes, man. Look, man, this might have cost me 5 to 7 years off my life, and I have a family and a baby girl and all of that stuff. And hey, you know what? We'll take that.
Anthony almost said a bad word. Anthony almost said a bad word.
If there's any time where it would be allowed, it would be tonight. But man, yeah, I'm speechless too. I don't really know what to say right now.
I heard what you said, Jeff. To all of your points. the resiliency that this team has shown all year long, and they were a 500 club for a very long time, right? And then they decided we're going to ride our strengths for a little while and give everybody like all of this like ungodly optimism, and then we're going to bring everyone right back down to earth. And then when we got to pull through most, we're going to do it. It is really, I think, a testament to the depth and the construction of this roster that they won this game the way they won it.
Yeah.
But then also, like, you needed your starting pitcher who started yesterday to finish it off for you.
He had 2 up downs, Anthony. That man pitched in 3 separate innings tonight. He got them 7 outs. He faced the whole lineup. He faced leverage the entire time. Daniel,
statues were built over these last 2 seasons.
Unbelievable. Like, we joked, and I want to pat ourselves on the back. We handed out to anyone who was listening Yamamoto 7-1 to win the World Series MVP last night. And if he's not the World Series MVP, then you should all get refunds on your bets because he's the runaway winner. But Daniel, I like even John Smoltz, who, you know, we all have our thoughts about John Smoltz. He had no words. He's like, yeah. Usually you lose command. I don't know. I didn't realize this in real time because I was like blacking out when Kirk grounded out. He broke the crap out of that bat, like shattered it at the handle. And it was like he was pinpointing stuff, Daniel, in the 3rd inning of pitching a night after throwing 95. Yamamoto, again, literally no words. Statues, plural, were built, as Anthony said, murals, plural, all up over Los Angeles. What he did tonight, Daniel, is unspeakable.
Yeah, I apologize. I keep looking up at my TV here. I had to keep it on. I want to see Yamamoto get that World Series MVP trophy because he absolutely deserves it. That is the last 2 nights, you know, and the whole series. Obviously, he goes CG in his first start. Like, what he's done this series is the best pitching performance I've ever seen. For him to throw 96 pitches last night and come in tonight and look as sharp as he did. Keep in mind, it wasn't like he was just, you know, getting no one on base, 1, 2, 3 innings, just cruising. Like he comes in to 1st and 2nd, no outs. It winds up being the bases loaded, finds a way to get out of that jam with some help from his defense, incredible defensive plays. And then, you know, in that last inning, again, runner on 3rd with 1 out, and he finds a way to get that double play ball. And how about our starting shortstop, Mookie Betts, taking that himself and just making a perfect play to end it. That's Mookie's 4th ring. I know he's got a lot of haters. A lot of Dodger fans haven't been very happy with him. And of course, he had his fair share of struggles in this playoffs and throughout the whole season in general. But he came through defensively. He had a couple big walks tonight. Like, everyone did their part. Like, if one of those things goes wrong, they don't win this game. Like, point blank period. There's so many different guys that contributed. And in the end, you know, that they came through. Pitching and defense wins championships. That's what they say, right?
What they say. They say. By the way, whoever's selling these hats, you can take my money now. These are pretty dope World Series champion hats that I'm seeing my guys wear. I like the shirts that are freaking just a graphic that's like top to bottom. We rule October is what it says in about 7,000 point font on the back. This is going to be a party for the next couple of hours, by the way. One of the guys that I had to get in here because we joked that he was the Clayton Kershaw of the show. That's our guy, Matthew Peralta from Lakers Nation. Well, he's on mute, I think, which is
no Laker game tonight, Matt.
Peralta did. We still can't hear you. Peralta did one post-game show, and it was after Game 3 of the NLDS when the world was crumbling, and it was like somebody needed to eat some innings for the DodgerHeads crew. It was our guy Peralta.
Hello?
They won like. Still got nothing.
We got you. I got him. I heard that.
Oh, okay.
Got me? You got me?
There we go.
We got you.
Scare me. It's a good thing I was muted because I probably blew everyone's earphones out. So
I think you're good. Good. This guy was calling the Lakers game on playback for Lakers Nation last
Unreal.
night.
I'm Yamamoto, bro. I'm going back to back.
So you got a couple minutes here, Peralta. You got a couple minutes. Just give us the optimist, by the way, over at Lakers Nation, fittingly so. So give me your thoughts.
Oh, man, I don't even know where to start, boys. Well, first off, congrats to you and the staff. I know it's been a very stressful past month, so I appreciate you guys.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Like
when you say month, you mean 48 hours, right?
That's the optimistic way to look at it, Matt.
Yeah. It's been a little rough over on the Lakers side, so it's kind of fun to celebrate some championships. So we love that. But where to start, man? I think if you just go through my Twitter feed, it's the roller coaster that every fan has of watching baseball games in October, and I guess it's November now. But the whole time, I just felt like they go down 3-0, right? And I'm like, all right, if they like just chip away at this inning by inning, I think they can do it, man. Like this whole series has been so weird and wacky, and I just felt like a Game 7 deserved like more of it. And then you get to the end, right? And they tie it, and I'm like, all right, Yamamoto's coming out. I'm going down with the ship. I don't care what happens. If he doesn't come through, then I understand. But I'm just gonna take my chances with this dude. And Jeff, I was texting you. I was like, bro, if this happens, I gotta come on, because you and I have just been saying this entire time, every game there's something that just the Dodgers, like they do something that makes you upset, and then they pull you back in, and this is just the ultimate thing. And you just got to hold strong sometimes, man.
It's true. It's true. Well, Peralta, we appreciate you eating innings for us in the NLDS. We appreciate you hopping in. You can check out our guy Matt over at LakersNation.com. Enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the post-game celebrations, Matt, and we'll have you on again soon, because apparently you're a good luck. The Dodgers have never lost a World Series in a postseason in which you've hopped on a post-game show. So,
I mean, these are just facts. For all the people that love stats, I'm undefeated this postseason for titles. So you just got to have me on. I appreciate you guys. Have a good show. All the Dodgers fans out there, go out, celebrate, be safe, but let's go.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Absolutely. See you, Matt. By the way, I'm not reporting anything. There have been rumblings that have come across that maybe Monday would be a day that you would want to be in the Los Angeles area. It's just, again, you didn't hear anything here. There's no actual reporting. I'm just saying, if hypothetically you were going to try to get to Los Angeles for something, I don't know if anything's been announced, but Monday is a day that I've heard about.
Yep.
So
Yamamoto MVP official.
There you
Not
go.
that there was really any doubt, but he's
Yes.
getting the trophy right now.
Cash. I love that the interpreter's doing the interview, like just
Yeah.
on the, like it's just of course, right? But
I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's just so bad at translating, and it's frustrating at times.
Yeah.
In his defense, he was not brought on. He's not a translator by
Yeah,
trade.
I know.
Yamamoto loves the guy, so he was like, I want you with me. So, Jeff, are we good now for next season to have today is Yamamoto Day?
Yeah, we're in. We're in.
The torch has been passed.
Yeah,
the torch has been passed.
It's true. I said I apologized. I think was it game the first time he went complete game. I apologized.
You did.
As we're saying that, I just want to shout out Clayton Kershaw. Shout out to Freddie Freeman, first of all, for pointing out, saying, I'm just really glad Clayton Kershaw is a 3-time World Series champion. He contributed meaningfully all regular season. He got one of the biggest outs of the postseason in the World Series. And the man's a legend, will always be a legend. And for him to go out, getting out of a bases loaded 2-out jam in the World Series, and then to be hoisting a World Series trophy.
That was his last outing. That's the last time he'll ever pitch. He got the Dodgers out of a massive jam.
I'm reading things through blurry eyes, but I think I saw that when the trophy was presented, it was presented to him first.
I was waiting to see if that, I didn't see him up front when I looked, I guess. But yeah, I mean, and Rojas again. Rojas is another guy who it's his last game. With his Rojas, no, he's back next year. Next year,
yeah, he said one more year. So
yeah,
hey,
I mean,
Bob Nightingale.
the way he looks, Miggy Rose, welcome back.
Yeah,
our buddy Bob Nightingale is reporting that Yamamoto was the unanimous MVP,
as he should be.
As he should.
Like Shohei is incredible, obviously, and he showed up at points for this series, but point blank period, they do not win this series without Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What he gave them, he had his hands all over 3 of the 4 wins.
Yeah.
And the fact that he pitched 2 days in a row, which hasn't been done since Randy Johnson, and even Randy Johnson in 2001, he got 4 outs. Yoshi went almost 3 innings tonight. Incredible. Unanimous, well-deserved.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Unbelievable, man.
And worth mentioning, he was warming up in the 8-10 inning game as well. So this guy warmed up to come into a game potentially 4 times in a 7-game series. I think you said it well, Daniel. Like, I would go a half step further. He didn't have his hand in 3 victories. You could make the case he was the most important player for sure in 2 of the 4.
Yeah.
And like, he's definitely in the top 3 in the third one on that group. So 2 2/3, excuse me. I've been shortchanging my man. 8 outs that Yoshinobu Yamamoto ultimately ends up getting on this one. Incredible stuff. Again, shout out to all the people on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter hopping in. We're going to have special guests popping in. And we've got another one right here. The Lakers Nation crew, our guy, Trevor Lane.
Hey,
let's go!
We got a celebrity on
We
stream.
have a full-fledged celebrity. He's got the Dodger blue logo behind him.
That's right.
Let's go.
Talk to
Let's
me,
go,
Trevor.
baby. Hey, that was absolutely incredible. What an insane series. Game 7, Dodgers pulling it off. I was on the edge of my seat through the entire thing. What an amazing team. What a way to finish it off for Kershaw as well. But I really came in here to say congratulations to you guys. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Nobody covers the Dodgers the way you guys do. Congratulations on an awesome season, and so happy that you guys got to end it the way that you did.
Hey, we appreciate it. Hey, let's just run back 2020, right? I mean, Daniel, Trevor, Anthony's probably the biggest Lakers fan that's strictly on the Dodger blue side. Like, let's just do 2020 again and get two titles, in back-to-back seasons.
Let's do
Can
it.
we do that, Trevor? Talk to me. Can we do that?
Let's do it. Hey, if Luka keeps putting up 40 in every single game he plays, then yeah, I think we got a shot.
Well, any game he misses, then Austin's just going to drop a 40 bomb too. So it's
That's
fine.
right. That's right.
It's true. Well, Trevor, we appreciate you hopping in. We'll let you get some rest. We know you're in the very early stages of your season. It's like you're on, month number 1 of this thing. So, but we appreciate you. Obviously, Lakers Nation, Dodger Blue. We're all part of the same family over here. So I love the hat. I love the logo, and we appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Just wanted to pop in for a minute real quick. I'm going to go record the Lakers Nation podcast for tomorrow, taking on Miami. But again, big congrats to all of you guys at Dodger Blue. Phenomenal season, and let's go Dodgers. That was absolutely incredible.
Love it. Love it. Take it easy, Trevor.
Thanks
we
for stopping by, Trev.
We got a ton of super chats we're going to get to. I want to take just like a couple more minutes before we dive into those to talk about like moments, plays, individual people that we need to talk about. And there are days when I take notes and I don't know why I bother taking the notes because I don't look at them at all. Today is not going to be one of those days because I'm scrolling through this and it's like, oh man, talking point. Should the Dodgers have gone to Ohtani in the bottom of the 3rd? You know what? Who the hell cares? Doesn't matter. Top of the 4th, 2 insane defensive plays against the Dodgers. You know what? Who the hell cares? Doesn't matter anymore. The bench is cleared in the bottom of the 4th. I don't know if anybody remembered because that actually really happened in a World Series.
Can we just take a moment here to say how ridiculous that was? That first of all, Jimenez was literally trying to get hit, and then he was mad when he actually got hit. Like, dude, no offense, you know what's coming next, Jeff, but that is the worst hitter in that lineup. The Dodgers were not hitting that guy on purpose. Come on.
Totally. All sorts of stuff. I mean, the Dodgers get a run back in the top of the 6th. They give the run right back in the bottom of the 6th. Vladimir Guerrero makes an incredible play in the 7th to double up Freddie Freeman. Then you've got the Muncy home run, which, like, let's just pause for a second. That home run is going to get lost to history, but holy crap, that was an unbelievable swing for Muncy to get them back to within a run. Then you've got Blake Snell coming in and getting them out of a jam in the bottom of the 8th. Rojas, a 1-out homer in the top of the 9th. Can we talk? I mean, Rojas, throw home, Pages, truck stick on Kike, which, look, we give Pages some crap. Thank God he did not listen to Kike if he got called off because he absolutely had a beat on that ball, and Kike had no clue on what was going on that play.
Yeah, and we also give a lot of crap to Dave Roberts, and guess who he put in the game one batter before that play? Yeah. Andy Pages in center field, and we all love Tommy Edman, but on his bad ankle, he ain't making that play.
Unbelievable.
So the game would have been over if Dave Roberts doesn't make that change.
So then the Dodgers don't score in the top of the 10th. Obviously, Will Smith, who, like, perfectly timed by Joe Davis, like 15 minutes after he says, oh, by the way, Will Smith has caught more innings in a World Series than any player in history of Major League Baseball. And then in extra innings, Anthony, the guy just goes absolute yard. You could just sign me up. I know we didn't have an iconic pose, but you can just pencil me in for the Will Smith version of this shirt because your boy might get 2. I might get 2. Will Smith with the biggest swing, the iconic swing, and incredible. I mean, for him in that moment, this guy almost he had a broken hand like 2 weeks ago. Anthony.
Before I respond, I will say I had somebody in my own personal life, a family member who you don't know Jeff, text me when that happened and said, Jeff's got to be so ecstatic.
There were a lot of janitor texts. Let's just say there were a lot of the janitor texts.
All I know is my first text was Jeff in all caps in our group chat with the three of us. Like, you were the first person I thought of when he hits that home run.
15 minutes after teaching my daughters how to execute a rally cap in the
There
ninth
you
inning,
go.
and then I'm turning around and my girls are looking at me as usual like a psychopath.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, girls, that's your dad's favorite player. He just hit the go-ahead home run in Game 7 of the World Series. I'm like, it's Kershaw won by a mile, and then it's Will Smith. But that swing, Anthony, like he got all of it.
For several years now, I think he's not just been the most underrated catcher in baseball, at least from an offensive standpoint. He's been one of the more underrated Dodgers throughout this entire run that he's been a part of the team and winning divisions and making World Series appearances and yada yada. No more.
The long-term extension that Will Smith signed with the Dodgers, safe to say, I think that was a good decision, huh?
Paid for it tonight. He paid for it tonight.
Special guest number 3 hopping in for a few minutes.
What's happening?
Bergman.
Who sent me for the first time in his life, I believe, a text message that read the janitor.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
No. I from now on, you have won this bet. You can have
Oh man.
He is the janitor. From now on, he is the janitor because that game-winning home run in the 11th inning is all I need to call him the janitor for the rest of my life. Did you already go through the stat that in the last 6 World Series, Will Smith has won a World Series?
That's crazy.
There's been a World Series champion, Will Smith, the last 6 years.
We only care about ours.
Yeah, and I think the other guys out of the league.
3 of the last 6 were ours. So
let's keep that streak going next year because I think the other guy might be out of the league.
Gone.
That's what I'm saying. I am so excited right now. There's no way that anybody thought that this was possibly going to happen. I mean, you felt like he was never out. No, hey. What?
There was one guy who stayed positive. I won't give him that. It's not me.
Being positive and believing that this is actually going to happen when you're down 3-2 and both games are on the road in Toronto when they've been out hitting and our offense could not hit at all. Either way, the fact of the matter is that they came through in such clutch. I was so excited, especially for Yamamoto. You had all 4 starting pitchers pitch in this game.
Yeah.
Which is just insanity in itself. And then to go into extra innings, for Miggy Rowe to have a massive home run when that's just not his game. Everything that happened, my adrenaline is through the roof still right now. It's just what a World Series. And I take nothing away from the Blue Jays. They were phenomenal. I think they were better at hitting, better at pitching, better at defense, better at everything that any metric you want besides winning 4 games or 3 games.
Yeah,
that's it.
They weren't better at balls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By the way,
Having
all 6
that's
Dodgers
right.
pitchers. All 6 Dodgers pitchers that pitched tonight are actually starting pitchers because Emmett Sheehan and Justin Robleski were the other 2 guys who pitched in this game.
True.
So Robleski obviously has been a reliever for most of this game, most of the season. Sheehan got converted in the World Series, but yeah, and they had 2 more in Sasaki and Kershaw warming up in the 11th. So there was just going to be all starting pitchers taking this bad boy down.
I was just happy to see Blake Trinan with his jacket on the whole game. There was never a point where he was stretching or getting loose. Dave did what he had to do, and that was go to the starters.
Greg,
they all answered. You know what? They all answered the bell.
100%.
Some performed better than others, but they all answered the bell.
Yep,
they did.
Absolutely.
And they were all dogs. They were all dogs about it. Put me in.
Yeah.
Give me the ball. And Yamamoto.
34 pitches tonight.
My goodness.
After he threw 96 yesterday.
Stupid. And he was awesome. 2 and 2/3. He gave up 1 hit and 1 walk.
Warmed up during Game 3.
Yeah. I know. Greg, we appreciate you. I will see you Monday morning. 6:30 a.m. baby. I might still be awake. There's no guarantee there's sleep between now and then.
All right. Thank you very much for having me. Yes, 6:30 a.m. The Blue Review will be on just like it always is. And then we're going to head up and go to the parade right afterwards. So if you want to fly on down, do it in person and come to the parade with us, you're more than welcome to.
Greg, holler at the boy.
I'm not lying to you when I said I Googled flights. I Googled flights this morning. So I might be texting you if I could sleep on your couch, Bergman. So stay tuned.
You're welcome. I got extra beds too. Don't worry about it. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Go Dodgers. Back to back, baby. Woo!
Love it.
Go, Greg.
All right. We have some massive super chats to get to. We have tons of super chats. We appreciate all of them. We've got a few of some substance. So let's get to those from the get-go. Nas with the $50 super chat. Never in doubt. Let's freaking go. Back to back. Shut the hole down. IDGAF with a big smiley face. Nas, we appreciate it.
I just want to say that I had some doubts, and I know I don't speak for just myself there.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Tyler, $100 super chat. Thanks to the entire Dodger Blue crew for holding it down all year. I appreciate all the great work you guys do, even Boston Blake. So we appreciate it.
That might be my favorite super chat I've ever seen right there.
Exactly.
Perfect. No notes.
No notes. No notes. And there's going to be more folks from that crew that are going to be hopping on. I cannot speak to the sobriety of our own Scott Geirman, but I can speak to the fact that he will be on here at some point. Phil with another $100 super chat. Back-to-back champs. Doesn't matter how we got here, but we did. Thank you to the whole DodgerHeads crew for amazing coverage all year. There isn't a better show. Enjoy it, and let's get super greedy next year. From your lips to their ears, Phil. From your lips to their ears. Incredible stuff. I am genuinely still in shock. Like, I cannot emphasize enough. They were 2 outs away from losing the World Series with Miguel Rojas at the plate. Like, 2 outs away with Miguel Rojas at the plate. A guy that until yesterday, the Dodgers did not believe worthy of playing in the World Series, of taking at bats. He gets the start yesterday. Daniel, has anybody in the history of baseball made a more concentrated impact on the World Series than Miguel Rojas, who makes 2 of the most important defensive plays of the season last night? A barehander that I believe came with 2 outs to get the runner at first, and then the pick on Kike's throw to double up. He comes back tonight. It's the throw home. It's the home run. It's everything. Like in 2 days, in 36 hours, this man made like 5 of the greatest plays of my lifetime, it seems like. And he wasn't even in the lineup before that.
Yeah, I mean, cannot say enough about Miggy Rowe. Just an absolute ball player, a clubhouse leader. Like Mookie, talks about how much Miggy has helped him with the transition to shortstop. Like, just everything you want in a veteran guy. And the defensive plays aren't surprising. Like, that's what he's known for. But for him to go yaya in that spot in the 9th inning of the World Series, down 1, Shohei Ohtani's on deck. We're all just saying, Miggy, like, take ball 4, get hit, whatever you got to do to get on first base, do it. And he said, enough of that. I'm just hitting it over the fence and I'm coming home for the tying run. That was incredible. And then he follows it up in the next inning with the defensive play, getting the guy out at home, which if that play doesn't get made, it's over. So for him to come up with the plays he did in the 2 games he played is incredible.
Our next special guest temporarily hopping in, none other than Marcus Grant of NFL Network /ESPN LA /The Blue Review. Big smile on his face. Talk to us, Marcus.
How do you not walk Miguel Rojas in that situation? That's the only logical thing to do, right?
The only guy in that lineup who can beat you.
The only guy in line, you can't let Miggy Rowe have a chance to beat you. This was absolutely incredible. I have said for 2 years, honestly, since Yamamoto made that start at Yankee Stadium midseason last year, from that moment on, he has been a big game hunter for this team. And I said going into last night that, they're down 3-2. It looked bad offensively, but if there's ever one guy you want with the baseball in a closeout situation or an elimination situation, it's Yamamoto. To get through what he did last night and then come back and give them the performance he gave them tonight was amazing. And I'll say this. I was worried that our conversation tonight was going to be, why did Dave Roberts bring Shohei back for a 3rd inning of work? Because it seemed like that was going to be the story of the night. That was maybe the only button wrong that he pushed all night long. Having Rojas in there, putting Pajes in center field late. Everything else came up roses for Dave Roberts. My heart's still beating out of my chest. This was an absolutely phenomenal evening, guys.
Yeah. Absolutely. Marcus, we appreciate you hopping in. I know you'll be on the the blue review. Greg was in here a few minutes ago, and I said, hey, I'll see you on Monday. No promises. I sleep between now and then. So enjoy your Sunday of NFL football, sir, and don't take that smile off your face.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
See you, Marcus. All right. Let's get to some of these super chats. Our guy Bruce Kuntz is going to be joining us here in just a couple minutes. Again, Scott Geirman will be hopping on with us a little bit later. Well, let's fire through these. Jesse, Yamamoto is getting a statue if I have to build it myself. Do we have a pose in mind? Is it just him, like, kind of in his sort of typical posture? There isn't like an iconic celebration or anything that I can think of, Anthony.
It's the roar.
Okay, the roar. I like it.
It's the I struck a guy out to end an inning. I turn around and I scream.
Okay, I love it.
Hey, the good news with Yamamoto is the guy signed a 12-year deal, and we're 2 years into it, and he has 2 rings already. So we got about 10 years left for him to figure out some poses for the statue. Like, I'm sure we'll come up with something by the time it's all said and done.
I like it. Apes Against the Machine, best game in Dodger history. Yamamoto, Miggy Rowe, Will Smith, Will Klein statues. Now, hey, by the way, biggest winners tonight, Freddie Freeman, because the home run in Game 3 now matters and will forever matter, and Will Klein. 2 guys that sadly history would have forgotten if not for Miguel Rojas, if not for Yamamoto, and if not for Will Smith. So shout out to those guys. Jay Teaser with some bad words. Yamamoto, what a bleeping legend. Probably fair tonight. Ice Pick, some absolute ballers on this team. They never quit. They just never quit. Smith, haha, they really thought we hit them on purpose. Shout out to Robo, by the way. Robo, kind of a dog, just going right
Dog. Daniel, I thought of you immediately. I thought of you and my brother because my brother threw also in college, and he refused to watch the game with me because we watched both game 4 and 5 together and they lost. He stayed home for game 6 and they won.
Up, for sure.
And so I was like, hey, doing all this, I'm barbecuing, all this stuff. And he was like, I'm not coming to your house. I'm not coming to your house.
Hey, good for
him.
And
he won. So he's absolutely correct. My brother Christopher is absolutely correct. But I was like, that has to piss you off. Like I'm talking to him as a guy who threw and and he was like, that guy deserved to get hit for the first reaction, and he deserved to get beat down for the second reaction.
Yeah.
That's why I was gonna say, like, if this was a regular season game and he's like putting his arms out to get hit like that, I'm totally fine with drilling him in that spot if this is in like July or whatever. But in Game 7 of the World Series, you're already down a couple runs. Like, there's just no chance that was on purpose, and for him to even think that it was a possibility was wild. And I'm with Jeff and Anthony, like the way Robo barked back, like that provided a little spark. Like, I don't know if it led to a run.
Robo statue too.
Yeah, we like seeing that from a guy like Robo, who, like, you don't really hear him talk that much. He doesn't show a ton of emotion, but Game 7 of the World Series, it'll bring it out of you.
Another guy who, by the way, was not on the roster. Like, he was the replacement for Tanner Scott on the postseason roster.
And he was lights out pretty much after that.
Unbelievable. And yet another guy, by the way, that got absolutely dumped on by some folks after a couple bad starts early in this season. So shout out to remaining optimistic and being patient. Speaking of optimism, our guy Bruce Kuntz is in the house. Bruce, welcome. I'm not sure if you know this. The Dodgers just won the World Series.
I still can't believe it, so thank you for the reminder. What a finish. I was broadcasting volleyball the whole night with the game on next to me, watching it while I could, and I need to get out work and watch the final couple innings there. So I just can't believe that happened.
Insane. Topher with the super chat. Let's go. I never want to hear Doc slander again. Gutsy win, and it took everyone. Yamamoto, the MVP, ace of all aces. Daniel, I talked yesterday that Dave Roberts in an elimination game went 3 for 3, and you could make a case 4 for 4 by leaving Mookie in the spot to get the biggest hit, by putting Rojas into the game, and then how he handled the pitching staff down the stretch. Tonight, I think we would all agree was not quote-unquote perfect. Not that perfect is a reasonable expectation when you don't have a starting pitcher and you're going to try and piece this together. But genuinely, outside of leaving Ohtani in too long, Rojas is back in there, right? He moves. Muncy, I believe, got moved up one spot in the lineup, hits a home run tonight. Like, They go to all of the right pitchers at all of the right times. A lesser manager would have had Yamamoto out of there. He trusts Yamamoto to get outs. He trusted Blake Snell to get outs. I'm not saying Dave Roberts was perfect, but if you put together game 6 and 7, the guy is batting an unseemly average on impossible calls.
Yeah, he was incredible all postseason, really. Obviously, we nitpick the little things, but being a manager in these high-stress games is not easy. And yeah, like you could make the quote-unquote right decision or the wrong decision, but at the end of the day, it's up to the players to come through, and they did. But yeah, Dave Roberts is absolutely stamped now. This is three rings for him, since 2020. He's got the best regular season win percentage of all time. Like the guy just has a pulse of this locker room. And that's why, we see so many guys who you don't expect to contribute come through in the biggest spots. And that's because their manager expresses belief in them and gives them that confidence. So yeah, credit to Dave Roberts. Like, Marcus brought it up, you brought it up. The only thing you could really quibble with tonight was not taking Ohtani out sooner. But other than that, he pushed every single right button.
Jay Teaser, Doc deserves all the flowers, did everything right. Absolutely. Robert, greatest game I've ever seen. Yamamoto for MVP forever. I think the only argument to have here, Anthony, was this game better than game 3? Like, this was game 7. It didn't go 18 innings. I think that the only case to be made for this isn't the greatest game ever is if that already happened last week when the Dodgers won.
Well, I think you take into consideration like the context and the circumstances, and that they were down for almost all of this game. Yeah, and that Yamamoto came in after starting the previous game. Like that's it. That's crazy.
Crazy.
A guy that they had been babysitting for 2 years comes in and goes, "Yeah, I just threw 96 pitches or whatever it was. Let me go. Let me loose." And not only does that, but performs.
Crazy.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm with you. It's game 7, and that's the reason. But holy smokes.
He's the reason why Josh Reddick has turned off his mentions.
Forever.
That's in the Old Takes Exposed Hall of Fame right there, no doubt.
Hall of Fame.
He's literally turned off his mentions.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Peyton, we did it. Let's go. All caps. So sorry, my voice is going to go out. Arun, Yamamoto, my freaking man. From the time I'm watching the Dodgers, we didn't lose a World Series. Japanese god, Yamamoto. This is unreal, man. He's not a human being. It is going to be funny. Like, Shohei's in his own category. But, like, to think that in Japan, there's another guy that's probably giving him a run for his money over there. I mean, it's not bad to be in the Yamamoto business. We'll just say that.
The Japanese call of that finish.
I can't even imagine.
I don't know who else has posted it, but if you follow the Kamenetsky brothers, they're a Laker feed. If you follow them, they just reposted it recently. The Japanese call of the game-ending double play with Yamamoto on the bump is fantastic. I don't know what they're saying, but it's fantastic.
Love it. Arcanics, same super chat as last night. Dave Roberts looks like a genius with these moves. Peyton, the most emotional World Series I've ever witnessed. The absolute grind of the regular season, postseason, and the World Series. Kershaw goes out on top like he did.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there goes Jeff.
Well, all right. Here we go.
Let's get some thoughts from Bruce here. I could take over in the meantime, I guess. But as far as, like, it's hard to step away and be a neutral fan in this situation. But where would you say this World Series ranks? For me, I think it's the best ever.
Yeah, I mean, this whole season has been such a roller coaster. It's like the super chat is saying. I can't remember a year that it felt so bumpy every step of the way. It felt like there were things going wrong all the time. There were so many times that everybody was doubting. There were so many reasons to try to doubt.
He's back.
To persevere all the way through it. I just can't believe that this wound up with a World Series win. This is such a long year. So many bumps on the road, and to end it like this is so sweet.
Sorry about that, guys. I think my computer freaked out. I was trying to upload this. Somebody sent me this photo, and I was working behind the scenes to get it up. How's this for a photo?
Wow.
I mean, LA one. Times. I'm thinking I'm a big buy the LA Times kind of a guy. That picture, please.
Pulitzer?
Large.
Pulitzer?
Yeah, please give me the extra large version of that on the front page with
So,
I don't know.
I have the LA Times from last year right here.
There you go.
This is from the parade.
I need this picture. I need this picture, LA Times. If anybody's listening, I'll put it on a shirt. I don't know.
That's
if I was a tattoo guy, I'd tattoo it, but I'm not a tattoo guy, so I'm not anti-tattoo. So, Anthony, you getting this tattoo right here? Is this? You want that? Bicep? What do you think, Anthony? He's not saying no.
That feels like a back piece to me.
I love it. I love it.
I think we have confirmation on Monday parade.
Okay. Golly. Hopefully my wife's awake when we're done with the stream and I can softly, my birthday's in a few weeks. And my friend Greg just said he could give me, I might drive. I could get there. We could just, if we leave tonight, we'll be there by Monday.
You could just watch Game 3 and Game 7 replays in the car, and you'll be here.
And I won't fall asleep. That's for damn sure. Okay, Daniel's got to leave here in a minute, but before he does, we got to get the most important super chat of the night. With all due respect, Gabriel has been sending us this chat every single week, every single night, ticking off one win, 10 down, however many left to go. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Your Los Angeles Dodgers are back-to-back World Series champions. Go Dodgers. Yama, 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 yama. No to go, Gabriel. None to go. All the wins, Los Angeles Dodgers. Christopher says, without a doubt, the greatest game of all time. Mamad says, we may have underpaid Yamamoto.
No doubt. There's a lot of teams that are kicking themselves right now, whether it be the Yankees, the Mets, the Phillies. I don't know if they ever had a chance. But I bet they wish they offered like an extra $50 million right now just to at least put themselves in a position, because you could argue he's the most underpaid player in baseball with that contract. He's 26 years old or whatever. So, yeah. Man.
Every dollar that he has paid from here on out is gravy. Like he has earned the entirety of the 12-year contract in 2 years. And you could make a case he earned it in the last week. If you could pay $325 million to get a guy to do what Yamamoto just did in the last 7 days, you do it. Not even week, the whole postseason, because it was a complete game in the last series.
The thinking is on a contract like his is that if he leads you to one championship, the contract's paid for.
Yeah,
and there was an argument that there's not an argument. He did have a significant hand in leading them to that championship last year, right? So the contract it's essentially paid for. He does what he did this postseason.
Yeah.
It's a bonus now.
Yeah.
Anything that he does beyond this is bonus.
I mean, I hate making this comparison because of how much I hate the player that I'm about to mention. But like, this is Madison Bumgarner stuff. Like what Bumgarner did was stuff. But
Bumgarner never performed in the regular season.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto is also very likable.
All things are true. All things are true. I'm just saying on the baseball field. I call him Sad Bum. He's one of my least favorite athletes of all time. I'm just saying the legend of what he did coming in relief and, on all the days.
For sure.
The Dodgers have that guy, and it's Yamamoto, and it wasn't wasted. He did it in a World Series, and a World Series they won, and he got the final out, and it's all stupid. It's all insane. Our guy, Daniel Starkand, has to take off. We appreciate you, sir.
Yes,
thank you for hopping on. And, I mean, we'll be doing this for the next couple of weeks, so we'll have you back on to debrief and dive in some more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to echo Trevor and some of the other guys that have come on here. Shout out to you guys who did an outstanding job all year long. Obviously, a roller coaster of a season, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but it was always nice to, whether it was a great win or a heartbreaking loss, it was always nice to either tune in or hop on with you guys and decompress and whatnot. So congrats to you all. That's 2 in a row. And me and Jeff started this show way back in 2020. And here we are 5 years later. We got 3 rings to show for it. So let's keep it going, boys.
It's true. Daniel, we appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your night, my friend. My wife just sent me video of Kershaw just weeping on the field as his kids and his wife come to hug him. And when I say weeping, that might be underselling what's happening here. And I don't think I've ever been more happy as a baseball fan than watching him.
You need a minute, Jeff?
What's
Bruce
that?
and I can hang out for a while if you need a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I was preparing to weep like a baby. I've said this before. Clayton Kershaw might as well be a family member. And I know I'm not alone on this. So like I'm not under the illusion that I'm sort of like somehow unique from this, but it's like watching your child. And what I mean is like, I think when everybody else is up there, I'm like rooting for them to succeed and have their best moment. But there's a part of watching Kershaw where it's like perpetually just like not wanting him to have to fail. Not because like you think he's actually going to fail as much as just he's had to wear it for so long. And then last year, and then they win 2020, and it's like, oh, bubble championship, blah, blah, blah. Those losers. Doesn't matter to me. Then it was last year, and he's like, he's hurt all year. Doesn't matter. Who cares? He performed, Bruce. He was an integral part of them getting into the playoffs, winning the division, getting the seeding that they did, ending up with the route that they got to. And he 8 innings in the NLDS. I'll take it to my grave. What he did in Game 3 of the NLDS helped them win Game 4. And then he got one of the biggest outs of the World Series with the bases loaded. And he is going out as a World Series champion, not on somebody else's coattails, not because he didn't contribute. He is a bona fide 3-time World Series champion, greatest pitcher of his generation, because Scherzer is a loser tonight, and Clayton Kershaw is a winner tonight, and Verlander's nowhere to be seen. Clayton Kershaw is the best pitcher of the generation. He's one of the greatest pitchers of all time, and he goes out on top. And it's a beautiful thing, Bruce.
Those guys, sorry, Bruce, real quick. The other 2 guys you mentioned never had a case to that mantle.
Yeah.
Never had a case to that
You know, you don't have to make that case to me. Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't have ended any better than this. He gets a huge out in Game 3, one of the best games of all time. They couldn't have won that game without him. They couldn't have won this World Series without him. And we were already talking about how big of a roller coaster this whole season was. There were so many times that everything was so off the rails. And there was a long chunk of the season that he felt like the rock, really, to the whole team. That when Kershaw was on the mound, it felt like, okay, this seems a little normal. In a year that nothing ever felt normal, they couldn't have done it without Clayton Kershaw. And it's really awesome to have his final time on the mound be in the World Series in a huge moment where he gets a huge out, and then now he gets to get another ring out of it and go out on top. It's as good of an ending as you could have hoped for.
Does he wear a shirt at any point on Monday? That's the only question I have to ask. Anthony.
Does he wear pants?
Yeah. I hope not. So, Apes Against the Machine. Time to make room for the 9th trophy on top of the screen, you guys. You're damn right we do. I also think, Anthony, I don't know if you were on with me or Bruce. I think I told somebody I'd shave down to a mustache if the Dodgers won the World Series. Did that happened, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, stay tuned. My wife, as I've said multiple times, will be very happy. Me, Bruce, and Scott can have a competition for mustaches. So stay tuned for that. Aaron says, at a loss for words, I said it before, this team is resilient. We battled back. I doubted, but we did it, baby. Back-to-back, unbelievable. Back-to-back gritty World Series clinchers. I love LA. It's true. Back-to-back, like comeback. Come from behind World Series clinchers, Bruce, in back-to-back seasons.
And I'll say both of these last 2 years, there were so many moments in the postseason that it felt like I remember thinking it last year after the Dodgers won the World Series. And it was like, how is this the year that they get the full season title that I've been waiting for forever, where they had no rotation going into the postseason, and it felt like the one year that they had no chance. And then this year, there were so many times that it was doubtful whether they were going to win the division, and they managed to limp their way to October without a bullpen at all. And then when the guys needed to perform with their backs against the wall, because they didn't always perform until the backs were against the wall, then with the backs against the wall in this World Series, they win back-to-back games on the road. And I have the same feeling of there were so many reasons to think that this year, out of all the years that the Dodgers have been dominant and they've established this dynasty now, I'm not afraid to use that word, out of all the years in this dynasty, for these to be the 2 that they take home the full season World Series, and not to take away from 2020, but just to speak to how long of a ride it's been both these last 2 years and all the emotions of the 162 and then the full long playoff run after it, for these to be the 2 that they go back to back is just incredible stuff.
Crazy. Yeah, I got no words. Fritz, the win owes so much to Will Klein. Up and to the what? Right. Miggy Rowe for the go. Up and to the right, baby. Put it on a shirt. We might have to make up and to the right shirts. Just you know,
maybe no might in there.
Yeah.
Must.
Delusional optimist, up and to the right. I just need a bunch of shirts, I think. So Shout out to the shrimp dogs in the chat, by the way. C note, I love you, Yamamoto. Love you, Rojas. Love you, Smith. Back-to-back champs, baby. Please, Rojas, don't retire. Lifetime contract. Everybody knows where I stood on Miguel Rojas. I've admitted defeat. Bruce, we said it before you came on. Obviously, I mean, we could argue. I think it's the biggest swing because it's two outs left. You know, I know Will Smith is technically the winner. Miguel Rojas's was the bigger swing. He makes the biggest defensive play last night. He makes another incredible play last night. He makes another incredible defensive play tonight. Rojas, my apologies to Miguel Rojas, to his family for everything that may have ever said negatively, to his friends, to his agent, to, I don't know, his business associates, all of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Of all the guys, right? I mean, he's just the guy that exemplifies the grittiness of this team and the never down, never giving up mentality. That play that he made on defense, even after the home run, that play that he made to keep this game alive was just ridiculous, like unbelievable. He's a wizard with the glove, and nobody else could have made that play. It's just crazy. He's been such an important part of this Dodger team since he came back in ways that aren't exactly on the field all the time. He's been a mentor for the locker room, and Miguel Rojas is really, I'm happy that he's had this game tonight and also last night with his contributions to establish himself as a guy that not only has been so important behind the scenes for a while now, but is now right up at the top of the page and front page stuff for Miguel Rojas to be one of the guys that got the Dodgers this title.
I have good news for you, Anthony, knowing you as well as I do. There's a gentleman, I've never heard of him, Rob Williams. Rob, the hockey guy, is his handle. And I haven't watched it yet. There's a tweet that is currently out there sent by him. I believe it's of him talking on a broadcast somewhere. Quote, "It's going to sound like sour grapes, and I don't really give a bleep. I think the better team did not win this series." So if you need some hate watch material, Anthony, I mean, just inject Rob, the hockey guy, into your veins.
Right there. Give it to me.
Oh, I love it.
Give it to me.
Thomas, Holy Lord God, the Emperor Yamamoto. Absolutely. Okay, Anthony, I know you got to hop out for a bit. You might be back on later. He's got to go shotgun like 3 beers, I think is what he said. Is that right? Is that what you're doing? Is it Añejo straight to the dome? What are we doing?
So I told you my brother refused to watch the game with me because they lost the last one. He's here now.
Let's go.
So we're gonna do a little celebrating. The show's already on the TV, so I may pop back in.
I love it. We appreciate you. Enjoy your night. If we don't see you, we'll talk to you soon. All right. Let's get ourselves dialed here. We got the 8 trophies. I apologize. There's only 8 trophies up top. That's on me, everybody. That's on me. We're going to be better next time. Jose, I always believed. I never doubted them. Give Yoshi his bleeping Cy Young. It'll go amazing next to his World Series MVP. I am so happy. I'm shaking so bad. You're not alone. NG, Dodgers win. Back to back. First National League team to do it in 50 years. Cole, the beer is flowing, boys and girls. I've got buddies that last year we went to like the only bar in town that stays open till midnight. And we're currently trying to figure out if any of them are willing to stay up late enough to join me at that bar before midnight. So if I'm hopping off here at like 11:25, it's because your boy's got a tradition to celebrate. Peyton,
I've also got a couple of texts sent out.
I love this team, the absolute fight in them. Che, Yama single-handedly kept the Dodgers alive all series. It's true. We said it. I mean, he at worst had his fingerprints on 3 wins. At best was responsible for 3 wins in a World Series. Bruce, he got 8 outs tonight. I'll never he got what Trinan did last year to save their asses in Game 5 from a pitching perspective, followed by Buehler, was like magic. And he's forever a legend because of it. Yamamoto was like, hold my beer, Blake Trinan. Like I know what you did. Did you throw 96 pitches the day before you went and did that? Like, did you get yourself out of 2 unbelievable, impossible jams while you did that? I think there are people that watch tonight's game, and I am positive they have no appropriate appreciation for what this man did. Like, they're like, yeah, I mean, through yesterday, right? Like, guys pitch back to back all the time. Like, what he did, Bruce, and I know you know this. I don't need to explain this to you. Anybody, there's like 7,500 people in here. was stupid. Impossible, because he shattered the crap out of Kirk's bat on the last pitch he threw. One of the better hitters they had, and he threw it so well and so damn hard that he shattered his bat on the last pitch he threw. I have no words for it.
I think unthinkable is the word that I would use, because everything about Yoshinobu Yamamoto in this postseason run is such a throwback to things that have barely ever happened, and especially do not happen in the year 2025. Back-to-back complete games in the postseason, 3 wins in the World Series, pitching the day after he threw 90-plus pitches yesterday in an elimination game. So those are like as high energy and stress pitches as you can possibly get. And then to turn around and throw and get 8 outs today. This wasn't just 1 inning to close it out. This was 8 outs when there was no guarantees about anything at all. It's unbelievable. You can't put it into words. And I think the thing that's awesome about Yamamoto is we're talking about how he's already paid for his contract. He's done all of that. And I think that I'm also thinking about the future for this guy. Of this feels like he was a top 5 starting pitcher in baseball in my estimation. And this postseason, this guy, he's 26 years old. It's only up from here. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is that kind of talent. Nobody can do this anymore. And it's only going up from here. I'm so excited, not only for what he's already done, but what he's going to continue to do and potentially put himself on a path to Cooperstown, because this is just unbelievable stuff for his first 2 years in the big leagues.
I'm getting reports that Clayton Kershaw is naked on the Fox set right now. And so I'm just getting texts that say, so fat, dad bod baby, and the man's a 3-time champ. I think it's now appropriate to put Scott Geirman on this feed. He was doing some things off screen here about 30 seconds ago that I'm pretty positive would have gotten us banned from YouTube. But our guy is in the house. I warned everybody, Scott, that I could make no promises about the sobriety of our friend Scott Geirman, but there should be no promises made on a night like tonight. Talk to me, man.
We're still drinking, baby. What a night. What a game. One of the best World Series in history.
Ever.
One of the best 7-game sets you're ever going to see. Congrats, gentlemen. It's great to see you. Go Dodgers. Chat. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like, from start to finish, this is a series where the offense, throughout the time we kept talking about it, that there's just not going to be enough offense. Not going to be enough offense to get there, but withstand the early homer from Bo Bichette. And for me, it was then just chip away.
Yeah.
See if the Blue Jays extend this lead. So looking ahead towards the end there, Will Smith, big pump, Miguel Rojas, who Dave Roberts sends in there. And we talked on my show earlier today about how that inclusion brought some calmness to Mookie Betts up the middle. Miguel Rojas puts a pump to send this thing to extras.
Crazy.
And how poetic is it that Dave Roberts uses nothing but starters outside of Justin
Robo and Sheehan are starters.
Yeah. And that's who they leaned on. That's who he had to lean on all postseason. Looked him in the eyes and said, boys, this is your damn time.
Yeah.
And that shit was beautiful, Jeff. Start to finish, excuse my language. I'm doing the best I can to keep it together. And then Mookie Betts at the very end, get a rollover from Kirk.
Crazy.
Yamamoto with the bulldog in him, touch second base onto 1. Just as good as it gets, and just speechless, man. Like when they didn't have a beat, a veteran ball player gave him a beat.
Yeah.
And from there, Will Smith came through. So incredible stuff, man. I'm over the moon.
I need you to pound 2 more beers and then talk to me about Andy Pages' catch in left field.
I got a quad martini in my hand here, Jeff. So I'm doing the best. So we're going to keep it going. I actually was blown away that, answer this, I don't think that Kike gets back to make that catch. That ball lands.
It would have been an absolute circus catch, hero catch. Praise
Really
God for Andy Pages' refusal. Like the arrogance that has killed that man all season, Scott, saved our asses tonight. Because it's the same thing that makes him believe he's smart on the bases, that makes him believe he knows what he's doing in center field. That is the vibe that got him to freaking truck stick Kike Hernandez in the most beautiful way possible.
Exactly that. No, he went over there and he commanded the spot. Look, the play got made. The play got made. It didn't look pretty, but again, the outfielders were playing in. And at that point, Kike's turning around and trying to just find the ball. And he didn't find the ball. And Andy Paz is able to high point that thing, go up and get it. Kike was just looking to make the play. It's loud as hell in the Rogers Center there, I'm sure, on that play. Probably didn't hear I got it, but thankfully, Andy Paz has had that angle to be able to go and get that thing. But man, it's just funny.
Who cares about the negative 50 weighted runs created plus that man put up in the playoffs? He made the
Doesn't
one play
now.
they needed. He made the 2 plays they needed him to. He put
Doesn't
the ball
matter now,
in play
Bruce.
against the Phillies. He put the ball in play against the Phillies and makes the catch in the World Series to save the night.
Doesn't
Let Andy
matter now,
Paz
Bruce.
play center field. That's all we need. He got, I mean, thank goodness for Dave Roberts to have felt it in his gut to get him in right there. It was mostly to get his arm in center field, but then Tommy Edman wouldn't have made that catch on the bum ankle, and he can't outjump Kike Hernandez probably anyway. He doesn't have Andy Paz's wide receiver build that he went up there and brought that thing down, got both feet in bounds, and sent the game to another inning. That was a unbelievable catch. It was one of those circus plays that will never, ever happen, not only in the regular season. That won't happen before the World Series. It might not happen before Game 7 of the World Series. So it was both guys, just everything they had, complete desperation, find a way to catch this ball. And I mean, that was the second time in that inning that I thought, wow, it's over. What a valiant comeback effort, and it falls just short, and they managed to keep it going.
That ball was in the air for no less than 27 seconds. I mean, I swear. I don't know how there wasn't more real estate for Kike to run under. I do want to say, Scott, how bad I feel for George Springer, to get so close.
Oh, he's doing it.
Oh no, that's right. George Springer was on the wrong side of ESPN. Just posted 91.7% win probability when Rojas walked up to the plate. Couldn't have happened to a better guy in George Springer and Max Scherzer.
Boo-hoo. Little crybaby. Dumbass. I'm sorry, Matt. Just can't get over it, dude. I couldn't happen to a better person. Same thing with Jeff McNeil. It's just like, there's George Springer and then 100 piles and there's Jeff McNeil for me, but couldn't happen to a worse human being in George Springer to have to be standing there with that L. Game 6, have the double up right in front of him. Couldn't happen to a better person there. So George Springer, thank you for fouling all those balls off. Just more salt in the wound. Bozo, enjoy the L. I'll dance on it all day long. Back-to-back champs. Can't stand them. Get out of here. Yeah. Josh Reddick, block up your
you want
Twitter.
to talk about Scherzer's dead arm too, Scott? You got any thoughts on Max Scherzer?
Boo-hoo. I texted Matt last night. I said, Scherzer, I have the text. I said, well, Matt's there in the press box. I said, we need to make Scherzer pay for what he did to 21. And I carried that all day long.
Yeah, and we kind of didn't, but we kind of did. So we'll take it. He's a loser, and that's all that matters.
Imprint I have in my mind is Max Scherzer pounding his chest and pointing up on Toronto, and you carry a fat L, bozo. Whatever, man. Crybaby.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh man. All right. JT's there. Page's never got it done with the bat, but nobody else would have caught the ball in this team. He made up for everything with the box out catch. It's right. I mean, he had to be as big as he is to run Kike over and get that ball. Crazy stuff. Yes. Shelly says, I thought we were dead, but stayed positive. Still champs. Damn right. There's another shirt, Bruce. We're up to 3 shirts. I need a still champ shirt. I need an up and to the right shirt. And I need to be, what was it? Delusionally positive, optimistic, delusionally optimistic. Those are the 3 shirts that I need.
I'm going to use that now for you, Jeff. I like that.
Talk to a shirt guy and maybe, and get Will Smith Stan. I think I need Will Smith Stan. That was thrown around as a derogatory at one point. So happy to have that one as well. Joey, Dodgers won the trade deadline. World Series champions, baby. Yamamoto, baby. Oh, so good. So good. Charlie, when's the parade? Let's go. We are the new Star Wars Empire or the old Yankees. LOL. It is Monday. I believe that has been confirmed. I had some sidebar info that it was almost assuredly going to be Monday, but I believe it's public now. So, like I said, as soon as this ends, after I'm done drinking beers at Boston's, then I'm probably going to be Googling flights and asking for it as a birthday present later. Luis, Yamagoat. It's true. Say no more. Matt, I'll give Jet props for staying positive when it certainly hasn't been easy. You guys are the best. We did it. Champs. Time to. As I said, hey, we're World Series champs. I don't need victory laps tonight. I got all that I need. The cup is full, baby. The cup is full. Essie, ever since the Kerkering game, I knew it was destined. This World Series was so much harder than last. To the fire victims, the ice raids, Dodger fans needed this. Go Dodgers. It did feel, Bruce, like I hate to see Team of Destiny, but like, how can you not watch the crap that happened in the last 2 nights and think that like when Rojas hit the home run, I just was like, there's no way in hell they lose this. Like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen on a baseball field. Miguel Rojas, like, how would we have felt if Andres Jimenez went up there down 1 with 1 out in the 9th and smacked a dinger. Like, we all would have been like, no freaking way. But that's what happened. It just felt like that. The Pages catch, out of the bases loaded jam, out of first and third. I mean, it was just stupid stuff over and over and over again, and the Dodgers come out on top.
The baseball gods seem to be steering this. I agree with that. Every time that it got just about to the point that the Dodgers were done, then something crazy happened. I mean, it really is crazy to think about. Miguel Rojas is going to be a hero to this franchise forever. Not at all what anybody would have ever expected in that spot. When he's going up there with one out and nobody on, in you're 2 outs from your season ending, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, well, at least Ohtani's on deck. And Miguel Rojas is the guy that did it. Ohtani didn't even need to come up to send the game to the bottom of the ninth inning. Just unbelievable.
Here's a quote from Kike Hernandez talking to David Vassay. Harrison Fagan tweeting this out. A visibly obliterated Kike Hernandez signing off his post-game interview with Vassay. Quote, "I just turned in the bleeping paper and got an A. Love your nipples. Ha." That was
gas.
Kike Hernandez. So they're feeling themselves, as they should. It's about to be a 72-hour bender.
Oh, man. I'm
Sai,
so in.
Can you believe it? Today, not one traditional reliever was used. Not one. It was Shohei, Robo, Glasnow, Sheehan, Snell, and Yamamoto, all starting pitchers. Dave said bleep the relievers today. And by the way, they had 2 more starters warming up at the end of the game in Kershaw and Roki Sasaki. So it was just going to be starters everywhere. Tarkina Meyer, back-to-back. Doc with the clutch decisions. Miguel Rojas was key. Swapping in Pages just in time to get the clutch out. Saving Yamamoto till the end. I would add leaving Yamamoto in when I think most people would have gone to Roki there. Unbelievable game. Congrats to the Dodgers. We appreciate everybody, by the way, as always. We're at nearly 8,000 people. We could get this to 10. Like, send a text to a friend. Hop in the DodgerHeads stream. Let's get to 10,000. If you're new, subscribe, ring the notification bell. We're here all year round. We're doing this constantly. Like the video below. Like, let's light this thing up. We're here for another, 45 minutes at least. Hector, Yamamoto could have won all 4 games if he got in an inning earlier. There you go. Corday. Yeah, that is true. He has 3 wins in this series, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's insane. And they've won like every game he's pitched in. They're like, is it 9 in a row now, Bruce? I think it's either 8 or 9 in a row postseason. Like, since the San Diego start last year, I believe they have won every single Yamamoto appearance.
Yamamoto, he started in the Phillies game in the division series this year.
That they lost?
Yeah.
Okay. He wasn't game 2?
No, he was the game in LA, game 3, when he only went 4. That was like through this whole postseason. That was
right.
One game that they didn't have the starter go 6.
You're right.
But I don't remember that either.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Cordanas, the win was peak cinema. The win feels better than last year. We fought back. It has to. I mean, to your point, Scott, like, it's the greatest World Series ever. It's hard to argue with it. The number of people in my life who are friends of mine who are not baseball people. I had one guy text me. He goes, well, ESPN just got canceled on my YouTube TV, so I guess I'm watching baseball tonight. And there's people that are just like, this is the greatest baseball game I've ever seen. And I'm like, if we lose, it's going to be the worst baseball game you've ever seen. But there's something, we got asked this question actually earlier, Scott. I think it was last night. Basically, like, would you rather blow them out or win a close game? And we were all like, blowout, no stress, give me all of it. This is the argument, right? Because we just watched the greatest World Series ever, one of the greatest games ever, and our team won. And Rojas came through, and Yamamoto came through, and Will Smith came through. This is the argument. I have no argument, Scott, against that this win feels better than last year. This is the best World Series they've ever won.
I mean, like, look, like, last year was sweet.
In my lifetime.
Last year was
So
sweet because
older than me.
Yeah, last year was sweet because that was, a non-shortened season 1. That was, it just, the offense slugged their way. And it's something about, slugging your way to a title and going to New York and then, coming down into game 5 and bully balling, another big market team there. But with tonight, this was a historic game because, look, Jeff, it's just, the blueprint was laid out with the team that they had. And I know that Bruce understands this too, because he's so keyed in with the pitching and how much they can handle and how much you can push them. And it was very clear. There were no secrets about it. Dave Roberts was going to do whatever it took to keep his starters on the mound. And every single time there was an opportunity for a starter to take the ball, guess what they did? They did it. We talked before the game about how Tyler Glasnow had side discomfort. He factored into the game. Like it was just nothing was going to keep these guys from the opportunity. And Sarah Lang tweeted this out. Teams entering the ninth with a chance to clinch the World Series are 102-7 all time. So the Dodgers just factored into history on that side with a way that the only thing that they know how to do, Jeff, like, down this stretch when the offense wasn't stringing hits together, it was homers and hitting the mistakes, and they were missing a lot of mistakes. And what the Blue Jays didn't do is tack on. And the Dodgers took that crack door opening and they broke it down and they hit the mistakes. And it was guys, Max Muncy wasn't hitting and he hammered one. So it's just, for me as a Dodgers fan, looking at it, we thought that it was, if the offense doesn't get going, the Blue Jays are going to take advantage of this and they're going to run away with it. And we just have to tip our cap. Vladdy's on a heater. But the offense did just enough. And the starting pitching carried the load once again. I really want Bruce to speak to this because I'll remember this starting pitching staff for the rest of my damn life, because it's just anybody, even when Blake Snell got punched down, he came back out there tonight and did what he had to do and be stingy. And it was just a beautiful performance. And I'm going to be thinking about this for a few days.
It's the best starting pitching performance in a postseason that I've ever seen. And that's not even like, no hesitation, that you don't even really need to think about it. It's unbelievable. And for a postseason that the Dodgers starting pitching carried the whole way, Jeff has already said it, in Game 7, it was all traditional starters that pitched in this game. Not only the guys that have been in the rotation, but then also the guys that have been pushed to the bullpen but are still starting pitchers. They all got it all the way through. And then you also mentioned with the offense, I think it's something to remember here that this whole postseason, they've been waiting for the big hit. They've been waiting for the rally, and it's never come. Guess how the Dodgers won this game? 3 home runs. Hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Yes, sir.
So the Dodgers kept trying to slug, and it finally came through. And right when they needed it, couldn't have waited any longer, but it finally came through, and they got a couple balls over the fence, and that's how they won.
Yeah. I've got a robo quote, Scott. That I just need you to sit down for this one because it's going to fire you up. So
I'll sit down even farther.
Kirsten Watson says, you almost started a brawl. Justin Robleski. I mean, I wasn't trying to. He tried to get hit by the pitch before. Then he got hit by a pitch. Then he talked to me, and I said, come see me. And then he didn't.
I'm in. He didn't. I was sitting around. I was with somebody tonight. Frankly, I was at a dinner party, like a large group gathering dinner party glued to the game. And I was with somebody who played, high level D1 ball. And he looks at me and he goes, there's no way he's trying to hit him there. So when I see Jimenez start to yap his way, talking about you're not putting any runners on base in that scenario. So it's just like the smallest kid on the team having the biggest mouth. It's like, enough, man. That's not a thing. I know you're up right now. I know they're up in the game at the time, and you're lefty there. You're in on the plate. You try to get hit the pitch beforehand, but it's like, give me a break. But W Robo, what a quote. Yeah, get out of here, Jimenez.
I said, come see me, and he didn't. So good. So good.
For Jimenez, it's let alone one of the worst hitters in baseball. I think that's just ridiculous. I hate it when guys that have no argument. I mean, first of all, usually when that happens, when guys get mad about getting hit and think it's intentional, usually it's already not. But especially if there's ever been a situation in baseball history where it's clearly not intentional. And when you threw away your credibility, when the pitch before you're sticking your hand out there, like you have nothing to complain about.
Bruce, what happened when the Dodgers stopped intentionally walking Jimenez? Good things happen, right? It's just
crazy. As Starkand said, he said, if this is a regular season game, one pitch after he throws his hand out there to try and catch a hit by pitch, that guy's getting 99 right in between the letters. So not in a World Series.
Not
game,
in a post.
I love that they warned the benches too. It's like, what the hell are we doing? You're going to throw somebody out of this game? Like,
yeah, you're going to do that? Oh, man.
Jeez Louise. Cole, all Dodgers aces got in this game, not like us. Madison, my first super chat, 7-game losing streak, Baltimore game, bullpen issues to world champs. Shout out to the Blue Jays. They're a hell of a ball club. Shout out to Vladimir Guerrero, and that's about it. I like their manager. He seems like a good dude. Vladdy is a monster, an absolute monster. But yeah,
Madison makes a good point there too. Sorry, Jeff. I think Yoshinobu Yamamoto made a sacrifice to the baseball gods of his game in Baltimore in order for all this to happen. That's the only explanation.
That's true. Luis Yamagoat, absolutely. Miel, Jeff, guess what? We're officially a dynasty. Kershaw going out as a champ. Max, Miggy, Snell, Smithy saved us. Best Game 7 in World Series history. Let's freaking go. Fubar59, thanks for an amazing season, guys. I always look forward to Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays because of you guys. Thanks so much, and go Dodgers. Back-to-back, baby. Yeah, baby. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And how about this for an appearance?
Oh my god! 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 He's here.
Matt, it seems like where are you? I can't tell where you are.
Where's the puddle of tears?
I'm not in the United States. I can tell you that.
Talk to me.
Craziness. I mean, I'm sure you guys have touched on it already, but what a bunch of swings that this game took. I mean, on one hand, this is why you avoided Game 7, right? Like the Dodgers were like, but then on the other hand, this is the you reap the benefits if you get into a situation like this and you have, a bunch of playoff performers.
I love it. I love it. Are there guys still out on the field? Is everybody just getting wasted in the locker room right now?
A little bit of both. Here, I'll turn you guys around really quick so you can see some.
Love it. I love it. It's amazing.
So unfortunately, the clubhouse, the visiting clubhouse here is tiny. And because of that, they celebrated in like the batting cage area, which is also very small. And so like Sportsnet LA and fought like rights holders only were allowed in that. So we were able to talk to some people out on the field before they ran in. And then we've gotten a couple interviews since they've come out, like to see their families and stuff.
I love it. I love it. There's reports, Matt, that you have a flight out in like that leaves in 6 hours. Is that true?
That is true. It was actually supposed to leave at 6:10 local, got delayed by an hour, which looking at things now.
Think about how close you have to be to your flight to where they're already delaying it. That's insane.
Well, it got delayed like 3 or 4 hours. It was during the game. Like it might have been like right around when the game was starting or shortly after. I got the notification. At first, I was a little annoyed. Now, the extra hour is going to be helpful to kind of get some stuff done. I mean, either way, I wasn't sleeping, so that doesn't make a difference. Like, yeah, my plan all along was to leave here, go back to the hotel, grab my suitcase, and then head out to the airport. So that's still the plan, but I do need the extra time to do a little more work considering how long that game ended up going.
Crazy. What were the vibes in the stadium? I mean, like, I blacked out immediately. Was it just dead silent? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so it was. I mean, from the press box here at Rogers Center, it's down like the left field line.
Okay.
So we could see the first base dugout, which obviously the Dodgers, and the wives and family section kind of sitting behind them. And so it went quiet, but you could hear them cheering and you see their hands like kind of waving and jumping up and down and stuff like that. But the rest of the stadium was just silent. I mean, you could hear a pin drop.
I love it. Okay, last question. Give me like what was in the press box. Obviously, you've got baseball people there, and they are like a group of people that can appreciate the greatness that they are watching from like just a quality of a baseball game. Like, was it just shock and bewilderment in there of guys like looking at each other, girls looking at each other like, oh my gosh, can you believe this is happening?
Pretty much. And I can tell you I was part of a discussion with some people of, saying, hey, if the Dodgers pull this off, like who's the World Series MVP? And I argued, look, if Yamamoto pitches tonight and they win, it's going to be him. And there was some pushback saying, no, it's Ohtani. He had his his game with 9 times getting on base and all that stuff. And I said, look, I get it. But again, like if Yamamoto pitch, like especially if he finishes the game, like it's gonna short of Ohtani, if he had gone like 4 or 5 innings, hit a couple home runs tonight, then sure. Like, but short of that.
Hey, DodgerHeads last night gave out Yamamoto 7-1 as World Series MVP. We couldn't believe he was 7-1, and we said, look, I'm not telling you what to do or not to do with the money. I may or may not have placed a very legal wager in the state of Oregon. Middle of our show last night, 7-1 was stupid.
Jeff.
Yeah, W.
No
Jeff.
way.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. We got receipts. We got receipts on that bad boy. Moreno, enjoy not sleeping. You've got the link. If anybody wants to talk, feel free to hop
yeah, I'll try. Okay.
We appreciate you. Dodger Blue 1958 YouTube page, tons of content. We'll be up there as soon as this one's over. So,
all right. Thanks, guys.
Bring me Dino Ebel. We got him last year.
I know. I did get an interview with him early, like kind of a while ago. But let me see. Somebody's coming out of. Oh, Shohei's coming out of the dugout, so I gotta go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey,
if you find any
I'll try getting him. I'll try getting him.
Any extra World Series hats hanging around, Scotty and I need one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
See what I can do.
Later, Matt. Scott, real quick, I thought of you first. Some nice headgear we got on at the celebration today. Did you see that? Nice shirt, nice hat. Have you seen the hat yet?
Man, this is not the time to talk to you about spending funds.
No.
I've already been warned. My girlfriend has my credit card.
It's beautiful.
She knows. I can't be trusted right now.
I can't either. We can be trusted. Some people are saying. Some people are saying we could be trusted more than anyone else. Sources are saying. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We got another $100 super chat. D Nation Life. Boys, I was driving Uber and listening in between rides. This is a jubilation I've only felt on my wedding and my children's birthdays. Back to back, hostile environment out there as people saw my Kershaw jersey tonight. Up and to the right. D Nation Life. The Uber driver from the top rope. We appreciate you.
W.
Wedding night, children's birthday. I mean, like, no lies told. No lies told there. Go the best. Absolute electric stuff. D Nation Life. This is why we do it. Those are the people that I'm just like, that's the best. Like he's right. She is right. It's the best. This feeling's unbelievable. Crazy.
Can't take this away, Jeff. To the grave. Yeah. Everybody weeps.
It's great. Paulo, a huevo cabrones. Best series ever. Back to back. Start building Yoshi his statue. Salute. Lost it 7-7-7. Yamamoto did his best Thanos. Fine. I'll do it myself. Impersonation. I mean, pretty much. Luis Knight with another Yamagoat super chat. Another Yamagoat super chat. I love it. Just spam Yamagoat. You're here. I'm here for it. Grayson, I told you I knew the script. If you know, you know. Miel, Yamamoto officially a Dodger legend. He saved
Bulldog moment.
Yeah. He was a Dodger legend, and now it's like Mount Rushmore stuff. Like,
yeah.
Bojangles, Rojas. That change at the 9 helped so much. God was with us, Dodger fans, today. Love all you guys. Dodgers helped me get sober in 2020. This means the world to me. Thank you, Dodger heads. It's awesome stuff, Bojangles. Keep up the work. That's
incredible super chat right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Greg, one more piece of metal. Oh, gosh, it's beautiful. Tell George Springer. Jesus, Scott, Yates, Lamet, Conforto are champs. Hashtag Yama is him. It's amazing. Denelson Lamet. It's unbelievable.
What a beast.
Apparently, Kirby Yates, by the way, was the one barking in the.
I hope so. He's got nothing to lose, man. Go out there, you know.
Hey, let's get somebody tossed on the other team, Kirby. Fire me up.
Works for me.
Nick, Ohtani is on a flight home from Toronto. It's amazing.
There we go.
We'll never get old. Mr. Kirk, best series I've seen in 50 years watching baseball. I love this team.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Tears of joy. Yama-wan Kenobi saved the galaxy. Absolutely right. Luis Knight again. Yamagoat with another super chat. I love it. Hawaiian Kira. Dodgers ruining baseball continuously because they will continue to ruin baseball. It's amazing. Think about all the money they just made tonight, Scott, and how many new free agents they're going to go sign with it. It's amazing. It's the best. Kyle Tucker made it maybe the happiest man in the world tonight. Peyton Brown, Yamamoto deserves the MVP. Rojas was making a case. He made the best case a position player has ever made in 2 games. I'll give him that.
He's a beast, man.
NG, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, World Series MVP. I'm sorry, these came in a while ago. We got like 80 more to get through. Jonathan, Dave Roberts, best manager in baseball. I never doubted him, ever. Also feel for Vlad. What a hero. He's the only guy I feel bad for. He was so freaking good.
He's a beast, man.
Just even the last at bat, just doubled down the line. Like, just impossible.
That double was ridiculous hitting. I was saying it as it happened. Like, to pull your hands in and yank that ball was otherworldly.
He's ascended to superstar stuff like that. Yeah. That's a guy where you're like, when you're in the likes with Randy of Rosarena, but with playoff stuff, it's just I had no clue where to throw. Where do you throw him right here? I was just like 3-2 count. I was looking around and I was just like, just throw him a splitter. If he chases, cool. If not, put him on first base. And then he just smokes a double on a fastball at half. And I went, geez, what are you gonna do?
This is crazy. Dodger Blue just tweeted, Roki, what games did the Dodgers win to repeat as World Series champions? I think he was making 6-7 jokes earlier. And now there's just videos of Roki Sasaki saying 6-7. It's great.
I'm in.
The runner on second, and some of you fans shame Doc. Now he's a Hall of Fame manager. This guy was getting called cowardly like 24 hours ago. Crazy.
Wait. That happened?
I'm just going to leave that. I'm just going to leave that here.
Oh, delivery's here.
I love that. I love that. Ashoka, wait for it. ... Do we have another one coming? Then she says, I'm going to have to watch Andor to get to sleep. So there you go. I love it. Grayson, 2026 lockout inevitable. Grayson, this is a positive vibes only scenario, so we're not allowed to envision what baseball is going to do. Shelly says, proud that Yoshi's a Dodger, stellar human and player. Absolutely. J Riff, $20 super chat. We appreciate you. Unbelievable. Yoshinobu, a legend forever. And the cherry on top is that George Springer lost. You're damn right it is. You're damn right it is. Hawaiian Kira, thank you, Dodger Blue, for being here for us. Talked us off the ledge, heartily celebrated wins, and we're real with expectations. We are so spoiled. It's true. We talked you off the ledge, and guess what, folks? You never had to jump. You never had to jump. Gracie, thank you, Dodgers. Thank you, Dodger heads. It is our pleasure. I can assure you of that. Cole, consider baseball wrecked. Robert, show some love to Pajes. That catch, all eyes. Ivan, Dynasty. You're damn right. ADK, I don't even know how to process this. Yama gave one of the greatest World Series pitching performances in history. Looking forward to the offseason content. Next, three-peat. Thanks, gents. Dodgers forever. Amanda Z, thank you, Dodger heads and chats, for getting me through the season. Our Dodgers are back-to-back champs. Topher, Mookie Betts going into the Hall of Fame as a Dodger. Maybe Freddie too. We will see. Officially a dynasty. Jedi Engineer, my cat is going to avoid me for a few days. I gave him some vigorous pets when Smith hit it out Big Willie style. I wouldn't let him leave because he was good luck. Great year, crew. I taught my daughters about rally caps. I taught them about not moving on the couch when good things are starting to happen, to the point that my 9-year-old, I think it was in the 10th, she looked at me and she says, I'm pacing as usual. And she goes, Dad, you need to sit down. I'm like, nah, this is what I do. She goes, no, good things happen when you were sitting on the edge of the couch. I'm like, you're damn right. That's my
What
daughter.
A beast.
Yes, absolutely.
Ball knower. Absolute ball knower.
Bubble OG Bill, important question. Where does trophy number 9 go on the stream? I don't know. We'll have some graphic design people help us figure
over
that out.
Blake's face because he's pissed.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Devin, how did the Dodgers win the World Series with this bullpen and this offense? I was told that they couldn't win the World Series with this offense. Is actually what I was told, because offense wins World Series, and they never scored more than 6 runs except in an 18-inning game, and that there was no chance this team could ever win doing things the way that they were doing them. Bruce, I have a theory here, Bruce. It seems to me that this team, with the hitting as bad as everyone said it was, which they were right.
Hey, he's not. He's not. Blake's not mad. Please, chat. Don't get on Blake. He's not mad. He's so happy. I'm just trolling.
It seems to me that they hit enough to win, Bruce. That actually it was possible.
Sources are saying that the Dodgers did win the World Series tonight.
It's amazing. Lost it. Blake Williams must now publicly apologize to Will Smith for his slander.
Correct. Yes. He will. He must. He must come on here and stand before the council of the chat.
Peyton, it felt like everyone wanted us to lose, and we proved them all wrong. I can't even think straight. I'm pinching myself because I'm still in awe. We had alleged Dodger fans that wanted this team to lose. Like, let's just be honest. They were ready for this team to die, and they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Cole, now we know why he only tossed 96 pitches yesterday. It's unbelievable. He's like, hey, Dave, if you pull me now, I'll give you 40 tomorrow.
Oh, real quick before we go about on Yamamoto was the best option right there. 100%. And I was looking around, and people were saying, like, around me were saying, why he's not on. You got to get him out. And I was saying he's the best option that they've got. I don't care if he goes out there and throws completely like all splitters. What did he do? He goes out there and throws 56% splitters. And that's literally what the best that he could toss out there is the split that was just absolutely disgusting. Low stress, like forcing fastball is going to be the worst on his arm, on this such short rest. And splitter was just so disgusting. You go to a pen guy, you don't know what you're going to get. And Yamamoto has been chomping at the bit, and he looked good. Everything was competitive. So for everybody wondering why they didn't, it's because he's the best option. And that for me was
that was the answer.
Yeah,
that was the answer so many times. Correct. Most of the criticism that Dave took was like, but who was better? And again, we're not going to rehash whether Ohtani should have come out for the 3rd inning. But if you were going to defend it, the argument was like, he knew he needed to go get 18, whatever it was, 21 more outs. And he felt like Ohtani was going to be his best option to go get 2 or 3 of them. So, absolutely. Jake with a great one here. For Kershaw, for Vesia, I love this team. Shout out to the Blue Jays relievers for putting 51 on their
Yes.
hat. It's freaking awesome. Unbelievable stuff. And shout out to Alex Vesia. I assume we can all imagine how terrible things are for him that he had to be away from the team. And so if this could have even been a slight positive, a slight blip, a slight coming up for air, then that's awesome. But for Alex Vesia, for Clayton Kershaw is a great one. Hawaiian Kira, will Dodger Blue be reserving a spot at the parade for the fans? I said it. I might be sleeping on Bergman's couch Sunday night or Monday night, to be determined. Your boy might be trying to make his way down for a parade. I heard the stories I heard from last year. I might need to be there. 20.
It was a great time, bro. I was with the people who were hanging off the trees, and it was amazing, man. Climbing on rooftops, it was incredible. Vibe you can't walking down in the middle of downtown LA. You can't beat that, bro.
20 says the Drake curse lives on. LMAO. It's amazing. It's amazing.
When we're talking about supernatural, that has to be it.
Yeah. Gak Jardner took 11 innings to score 5 runs. SMH, the next series won't be so easy with an offense like this. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. Oh, one of my favorite super chats ever. Shout out Buddy Kennedy, World Series champ, GOAT. Man, that's a name that I did not. That was this year, Bruce?
It was, and I love it because I made it sort of disparaging when we were talking about him once. I said, like, you know, who cares what happens to him in the end? And I felt bad about it immediately. And so I hope that this World Series ring helps him feel really good about how this year went.
Hey, absolutely. Richard, everything changed after the fight. The most gutty performance. It was like watching a Rocky movie. Do we celebrate with a double-double or Tommy's? The answer, Richard, is always yes to both of those things. Why do you have to choose? Like, Dakota, living in South Dakota, I don't get many chances to talk to Dodger fans except for you guys. Thanks for giving me that opportunity. Also, the NFL and NBA never have stars like Miggy Rowe. What a World Series. Absolutely. G says, for Vesia and Kershaw, Yoshi is a legend. Bleed blue. Video, 1 for Vesia and Kershaw could not breathe. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is the dog. Oral will be proud. Wow, I am speechless. Back-to-back, baby. Go, Dodgers, go. Peyton Brown, one of the most legendary World Series in history. Absolutely. ABISM 0. To beat the champ, you got to knock him out. Joe Davis. Wow. Congrats to the Dodgers.
Great quote.
Louis, Miggy drinks for free in LA. You're damn right he does. You're damn right he does. Cole, rework Yama's contract and remove the opt-outs. Sign me up for that. Sign me up. Niall says, this game summed up the season in general and the World Series in particular. So much to say, but no words can do justice to what we just experienced. Yamamoto is forever legend in Dodger lore. Still champs. Dodgers for life. Celiu says, thanks for the season, Dodger Blue. We appreciate you. Shout out to Singapore. 25 Singapore dollars. Let's go.
Hell
Go
yeah.
get some butter chicken in Little India in my honor. Holy crap. The best meal I've ever had in my life. Ivan, confession. Wore the same Freeman shirt for game 2 and 3 wins. Did not for 4 and 5. Sorry. Went back to it for 6. Washed it and used it for the 7th. Still champs. Scott's my hat guy. I do want to point out this hat right here, undefeated. As many people would know, in game 6, after I believe it was the Thursday night show before game 6, I had purchased the postseason hat, which I hate doing because I know that if they lose in the postseason, I'm never going to wear the hat.
You're stuck with it. Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, it's just going to, I don't want to wear it first. Well, then they're down. And I'm like, you know what? Thursday night show, we're going to wear it. And undefeated. Wore it last night after game 6, wearing it after 7. Here we are. So shout out to the hat. Shout out to people wearing the same clothes. Scott, in your honor, our guy Anthony Witrado wants to come back on. Give me a thumbs up, Anthony. Are we ready to go there?
He's ready to go.
Where are you taking me
Here we
from?
go. Here we go. Where's the shot at, Anthony? There
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
Hey, I'm a Giants fan, but I'm cousin Mike, the one he referenced about the Mookie Betts stuff. Congratulations, you guys, on a great series, a great win. That was one of the best series of World Series that I've ever seen. So kudos to you. We'll take a shot to that.
Hype me up, Ant. Let's do it, bro.
And this is my brother Christopher Lane.
Right hat on. Let's go. Bottoms up, Anthony. Bottoms up.
Salud, everybody.
Let's
I
go.
love it. I love it. I love it. See ya.
Beautiful.
He goes, can I come on and take a shot? I'm like, I mean, Scott's like 4 drinks deep, I think, since we
Way
started.
more than that, buddy.
Or
locked
yeah.
in. I cannot confirm or deny that I've got MLB Shop open here on a window. Just to let you know that.
I love it. Make some bad decisions. Let's go. Zip code 0. Thank you for saving the World Series, Andy Pajes. We love you. Now pack your bags. Come on. No, we're not allowing that. It's only positive vibes tonight. No Andy Pajes slander tonight.
People are so ready to just Jeff. People were asking me earlier last night about trade, like next year, like off season stuff. Like, how do we move so and so? And I was like, man, we're not even done with this yet.
Yeah. So all the people, to the guy who commented saying it's time to trade all the old guys because the Dodgers are too old, we might have to rethink some of that stuff.
Even Andrew Friedman isn't thinking about that stuff right now. That's for.
Brody says Yamamoto's performance reminded me of Hershiser in '88. It's amazing. Yeah. Tim, can we rename my street Will Stein Street now, please? Best World Series ever. I believe Tim is the one who said his next kid will be Will Klein. So
I was just going to say real quick that I'm so happy, one, that Will Klein didn't have to reappear in this series, but two, the fact that his performance will have factored into a World Series win. Like Eric Lauer's performance is one that I'm going to absolutely tip my cap to because he was damn good as well across on the other side. But Will Klein went out there and single-handedly like wore his ass down to push the Dodgers into this spot. So I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy on that sense for Blake for carrying the water on the Will Klein train, but just Will Klein's legacy. And then, that is a World Series moment, and now he caps it off with a ring, and you can't take that away from him. So it's those type of performances where you get highlight reels placed about you. That's shown forever. And he's just, one of those unsung heroes on a team that desperately, honestly, Jeff, this team desperately needed some unsung heroes because the top guys, aside from Shohei Ohtani, they weren't really doing it until the very last game here. So Will Klein, unsung hero, and I'm very happy for him.
It's pretty awesome when you think about like Yamamoto is going to rise to the top of who you remember from this postseason run. But think about the list of guys. Like Miguel Rojas and Will Smith hit the two biggest home runs. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Shohei Ohtani with what he did. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Obviously, Will Klein. I think a shout out has to be given to Tyler Glasnow. Like, I know his start wasn't everything, but like Tyler Glasnow pitched in back-to-back days. Like, and we're not even talking about the fact that happened. And he got them out of an unbelievable jam last night. So there's that. There's the Kike play in left field. Like, there's the Mookie Betts 2-run single in Game 6 that puts them ahead.
Correct.
Like, Max Muncy hits the home run tonight that cuts it to a one-run game that sets up the Miguel Rojas home run. Like, you could go up and down the lineup. Pajes makes the catch in left field. Tommy Edman, like the throw home to beat the guy at home. Like, every single guy in the lineup had a moment that I could pull up right now and point to and be like, oh yeah, Blake Snell, first two starts, some of the most dominant pitching I've ever seen. Like, up and down this group. Roki Sasaki, breakout star. Justin Robleski, huge outs out of the bullpen. Like, to your point, Scott, there's like 30 dudes.
Yeah.
That are Kershaw getting out of the bases loaded 2 outs. Like,
moments, Jeff. Guys. Moments, buddy. Yes. This is a collective thing. Yes. You're spot on there. Keep cooking.
I'm just like, it's crazy to me because you could just like Enriquez got you 2 innings in that 18-inning game. Like it's just endless. The number of guys that had moments. Add whoever's handing Scott drinks to the list of people.
That was my daughter giving me water. I got to bounce it out. Chill.
Jeez Louise. I was like, that was my daughter. I was like, golly, Scott's got his daughter pouring quad martinis and just handing them to him off screen. That's amazing. That's amazing. Mixmaster Mike, a thing that's not talked about, though, is Guggenheim completely transforming the franchise. Dodgers don't become a dynasty under Cheapo McCourt. It's absolutely right. Absolutely right. The Sandwich says, never want to see the Blue Jays ever again.
Never again.
You're right. Freedom. Sakamoto, Mike Tyson knockout punch. We won this for Fernando, Kershaw, and Vesia. Longtime Dodger fan since 55. My Blue Pitbulls never give up. November 1st, Fernando's birthday, by the way. So
shout out to Freedom, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Shout out to Freedom in general, too. Freedom who's dropping super chats and just Freedom in general.
He's locked in.
Teaser. Yamamoto, the best Japanese pitcher ever. He's now the greatest big game pitcher in MLB, maybe ever. And it's just the start. Cole, Dodgers finished the season 31-9 with 13-4 in the playoffs. I was told they wouldn't be able to flip the switch. Karch, Rojas home run, Pajes game-saving catch, Mookie fielding play to win the Fall Classic. Reward those who are doubted. Baseball is beautiful. Build Yoshi and Kershaw statues now. Kike forever. DodgerHeads forever. Thank you for the season, boys. We appreciate all of you. That's amazing. It's amazing. Scott is definitely in the private chat sending links to MLB Shop right now.
Just stop exposing.
I love it. Cole says, can we now say Dodgers dynasty? Unequivocally. You win 2020, 2024, and 2025. It's a dynasty. Doc Geo, amazing game and series. So happy Kershaw finished with back-to-back chips. Crazy that Yamamoto won 3 games in Toronto. In fact, Yamamoto and Will Klein won all of the Dodgers games. That's hilarious. Thanks, guys. You are the best. Will Klein and Yamamoto, the only 2 pitchers that have wins in the series for the Dodgers. What a stat. What a stat. Christian, I hate everything. I'll never experience championship glory for as long as I live. You all suck. Thanks for the super chat and for the $5 Canadian. I add Christian to the Vladimir Guerrero list of people that I feel sort of bad for.
What a
Fubar,
beast.
this show is like group therapy for me in some of the dark times over the summer. Thank you so much. Go Dodgers. Yamamoto equals stones the size of the moon. Yes. Zenji, still champs. It's damn right. Damn right.
T-shirt. Add that to the list.
Yes. Narayan. I can say with 100% that you, the Dodger organization, and I share the same goal to bring World Series parades to the streets of Los Angeles. Shohei Ohtani's message to Dodger fans, and it aged like fine wine. Cole, I will say it again. If all things are equal, never underestimate experience and having big blue balls of steel. Absolutely. Scarecrow, thank you for all the great work, fellas. Enjoy the championship. That I can assure you we will. Bianca, love you guys. Thanks for the therapy all season long. I'm drunk. You're in good company, Bianca. Dodgers, dogs, and detours. Proudly wearing my I hardly want pants Dave shirt. Tears of joy. So happy to hear still champs for the next year. Thanks for all our therapy. Get used to it, folks. Still champs, baby. Scott, last year the bullpen games almost killed me. This year they only won because of the bullpen game by using starters. It's bonkers. It's bonkers. Brad, longtime fan, first time super chat. Just wanted to thank you guys for all the great content and hard work. Go Dodgers, still champs. Hawaiian Kira, the legend Yamamoto winning MVP on pitching legend Fernando's birthday. It's perfect. Yep. Cole again, MVP to MVP, double play to give Yama his World Series MVP. Fubar 59, how did we get out of those jams? I will never forget this game. Wow. Yamamoto is just wow. Baseball gods on our side tonight. Yeah, baby. Cole again. This win made up for my horrible Taco Bell order. It's hard to have a terrible Taco Bell order. That's all I'm going to say. Correct. Fubar, also Pajes, catch. You the man, Andy. We needed you. Soya, Yoshi played on my hometown team, the Osaka Olix. I am crying so hard right now. That's how most Dodger fans feel about Clayton Kershaw right now. So, geez Louise. Sorry, Scott is. I'm glad your credit card is put away, Scott, based on the things that are coming through in the chat.
Right now. I'm ready to go, bro. I'm
aiming high.
MMA voice. Is it illegal for me to run around knocking on doors in my World Series celebration, Kirschbod, informing my neighbors the Dodgers are kings of baseball? BRB. No issues seen here. P. Lee, who was screaming out of their mind when Rojas hit the home run? I lost my voice. My girls think I'm a psychopath. That's for sure. Cole, Canadians, there is no crying in your poutine. I love it. Cole's just like got super chats all over the place. One fast Q50. Miggy Rowe with the Rajai Davis swing. That's a shout out right there. Cole, both games scoring 6 were extra innings wins. It's all they needed. It's all they needed. Was it 5? How many did they score today? Was it 5 or 6? It was a long time ago.
I think it was 5-4.
Yeah, it was 5.
Yeah.
So they didn't even get to 6. Cole, both games scoring 5. Here you go. He corrected himself in the next super chat. There we go. We got an extra $2 out of Cole for it. Luis said, amazing.
Sorry.
Yep.
I got it. I'm off screen. Do you want to know how many innings Blake Snell threw this postseason?
I mean, it's got to be. I'm gonna guess 42.
34. Do you want to know how many in the regular season he threw?
How many?
61 1/3.
Nice.
This dude just said, look, I got it in the tank. And that's something I was curious about. I was like, that's why he's ready to go at all.
Here's a teaser. Here's a teaser for like 90 days of offseason content. The Dodgers are definitely resting all of these guys until August again, right? Like Ohtani is like no chance he's pitching in the first half of next season. Like Blake Snell's taking 2 months off early on. Like the plan freaking worked. Like, that's all.
Do they even have to show up for spring training? Maybe do some cardio and that's all?
Yeah. Luis said, amazing, amazing. Jeff, I better see your ass at the parade. We're working on it. Stay tuned. NPC Hero. I'm a Giants fan, so while I can't say I was rooting for LA, this outcome felt right. What a performance by Yoshi. Blake Snell owes him big time. Raul, back-to-back champs, Miggy Rowe and Big Will led the way. Yama shoved. Scott, we've gotten a couple people to commit to the janitor nickname based on the swing from our guy Will Smith. I know you've had a few in you. We probably can't legally hold you to anything that you commit to tonight.
I mean,
but
maybe
the janitor,
goes.
are we closer to it at least?
If I need him to co-sign on something for me to do it, but after tonight,
I mean, go ahead home run in Game 7 of the World Series.
I'm kind of in, buddy. I'm kind of in. I
right
couldn't
after
care
breaking
less.
The record for most
as good as it
ever
gets.
Caught.
He 2-0 in the count. I looked to my right and I told my buddy, I said 2-0, and I hope he keyholes something right here. And he pumped one. So Jeff, anything goes tonight. Janitor, I'm here. I'm here for it.
I was thinking because they talked about like how big the Ohtani out was, and I'm like, is this guy about to take his foot off the gas? Is Bieber going to take his foot off the gas because he just got Ohtani out and he's living large and he takes a deep breath? And my guy, the janitor, baby, cleaning up messes. Davis, Torontonian here. Having been rooting for the Dodgers for decades, the Blue Jays gave me a dilemma. Didn't think they would have made it that far to confront the Dodgers. Now I have to celebrate secretly like a cult. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. Forget secretly. I mean, it's you're buying all the gear and just like a different outfit every day of the week if that's me. So G2 Greg's up and to the right. You're damn right. 19 Mar, what a game. Japan is so happy now. Thank God the Game 7 was on Sunday in Japan. Yoshinobu is the best pitcher in the world. Great job, 3 Japanese samurais. Congrats, Dodgers. Those 3 guys were not small pieces of this. Like, Sasaki saved their ass, Yamamoto saved their ass, and Ohtani saved their ass. So, Cole, Canadians overdosing on maple syrup right now. I mean, there's worse ways. Dong with a $20.25 super chat. Just want to say thank you to all Dodger Blue staff for all the coverage, content, live shows, and interacting with us this season. Looking forward to next season with you again next year. Still champs. Steven, $100 super chat. Yama, give him his flowers, please. There is no amount of words that I could ever say to quantify and justify what Yamamoto did. Unbelievable stuff. Cole, if I never see Clement again, it won't be soon enough. You're damn right. He almost broke the record, and then Andy Pages happened. So bummer for him. Ram Lakers, it was destiny when Dave brought in Pages immediately before the catch 2.0. We were winning for sure after that. Yama showed why he got paid. Clutch, back-to-back, boys. Let's go for 3. Ram Lakers. Oh, and have a nice offseason, George. Yeah, it's damn right. Or don't, or have a terrible offseason. Steven, they did it. Thank you, Dodger heads, for everything. We appreciate it. Peyton, Springer constantly getting hit felt like divine retribution. It's amazing. Cole, they told Dave Trinan wasn't feeling well. In reality, the starters tied him up and left him on the team bus. Amazing. Anthony, throwing this out there one more time. Prefer a ho-hum World Series or a 7-game thriller? Thanks, guys. I'm glad I found this podcast. Anthony, you're right. After winning tonight, you're right. This was better than anything else. It was almost worse, but then it was better. Bacon Tree, Will Klein's 72-pitch win was not in vain. We just talked about this.
Yes.
It's the Freeman homer and the Will Klein performance that will not be forgotten to history. Megan Ward, put $20 in the 8th for the Dodgers to win, 105. Drinks on me at the parade, fam. Thanks, Dodger heads.
There we go. W, Megan. We'll find you.
We gotta send some notes. Everybody tag Moreno. Let's get the crew together. Let's do a live show down at the parade. Let's figure it out.
Megan, we'll get in contact. DM me and we'll talk. We need to get some drinks. Let's go.
Cool. Extend Ohtani. $1 billion sounds right. Yeah. $1 billion for him and $1 billion for Yamamoto, please. Glenn Ishii, hopefully related to Kazuhisa. Not going to lie, I had my doubts. Back-to-back, baby. Still champs. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Peyton, how did y'all feel about Kershaw warming up? Terrible. I felt terrible about it. That's the answer. I
my
felt
only
good knowing
thought
that
was
Roki was going to come in before him, but I don't know what they were doing out there.
I just was thinking, please let the Dodgers offense find a run somewhere so Yamamoto can close this out and we don't have to go another 18 innings.
Anthony almost killed me. I don't know what inning it was in. Maybe it was after the 9th. He texted me like Kershaw was warming and was going to get the bottom of the 9th or something. Thank goodness he was wrong. Anthony's trying to kill me. You're still watching, Anthony. I'm still mad about that text. David, back-to-back, baby. Love you guys. Crown Royal time. Yeah, David's about to tear up the lamplighter. Aaron, anyone heard from Drake tonight? Oof, tough look. Raymond, thank you, Padre fans. Dodger fan here in San Diego. Haha, LOL, go Dodgers. I mean, Scott, Dodger fans in Toronto or Dodger fans in San Diego? Who's having a better time right now? Definitely San Diego, right?
Definitely San Diego. No doubt. Absolutely San Diego.
Oh, Sharky Beer's adventure. Will Smith, America's catcher. Just imagine the bobbleheads next year. I love this. Our admin doing a super chat. Barnes get a ring here? No, I mean, he does. Austin Barnes does get a ring. Is Austin Barnes at the parade, Bruce?
He better be.
I hope so. I would love
He's
to
a
see
member
it.
of the Giants organization this year. I just don't know if that's a disqualifier.
Not anymore.
I know.
Not anymore.
You're right.
Bring him in.
Nation Life also says, by the way, remember River Ryan and Gavin Stone. So there you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are nearing the end here. So I'm going to give the floor to each of you guys for just a final thought. Scott, I'll start with you. The Dodgers are back-to-back champs. It's the first back-to-back World Series in 25 years. It's the first National League back-to-back in 50 years. It's the third World Series title in, 6 seasons, I believe.
Yeah.
So they've won 50% of the World Series. I mean, if you go back to 2017, this was their 5th World Series appearance in the last 9 years. It's a dynasty beyond a shadow of a doubt. So what are you going to remember about tonight? What are you feeling right now?
Can I tell you something, Jeff, that, I'm 32 and I remember when I was a kid trick-or-treating and looking into, people's homes and seeing the Yankees on the TV on Halloween night, and they were playing in the World Series. And this strikes home big time for me. This time right now, the Dodgers are in that chair. They're in that seat that in late October at this time of year in 2024 and 2025, the Los Angeles Dodgers are the ones that people are looking in on their TV and they're hoisting the title. That the World Series MVPs are out there doing the thing, that this was a complete team win, that setting out at the beginning of the 2025 season, their goal was to repeat as champions because they compiled that roster. And just like you laid out beautifully earlier, man, I want to give you credit on that. That was incredible. Pulling all those moments. This took a collection. This took every single player having some moment, some time. You can look at collective stats, and I understand that. Sometimes it's not always pretty, and I don't give a damn. But at different times of the postseason run, one of those players will have a moment that will propel that team to a win. And that all factors in, and it matters. If it crowns themselves as champions, that stuff matters. Shout out to Dodgers Muse. Appreciate you in chat. But that stuff matters. And it feels like every single guy had that moment. And this was a collective win. You look at it, Kike was asked about, this is a different team. We're not talking about 2024. It's a different unit in 2025. But Jeff, every single guy, Bruce, you see this too. Every single guy had a different moment. And this is a team that they really had to rally around each other. And I say on my show on the Unplugged all the time, Jeff, backs against the wall. You got to give credit to big league players and the adrenaline that kicks in when your back's against the wall. And the Dodgers' backs were against the wall 2 times. And guess what they did? They buckled down, they answered the call, and they come away as 2025 champions, man. So I'm over the moon.
Crazy stuff. Cole says Anthony trolls Jeff's like he trolls Jay's podcast. Our guy, Anthony, the number of Jay's content that he is going to consume in the next 48 hours is literally unhealthy for him. So, our guy's going to be living good. Video for Newt, by the way. Yamamoto, World Series MVP, well-deserved. Doubters, hold his beer. Pages needs some credit, fans. He saved the game and the season. I said I will forget about the negative 50 weighted runs created plus for the rest of my life because of that catch. So shout out to Pages. Had the big swing in the NLDS, Bruce. Had the big catch in the World Series. Shout out to Pages. But put a bow on this night for yourself, Bruce, and the season.
I don't think this is the end of anything. This is still just the middle of this dynasty, but this has been such a roller coaster of a year, and for it to end like this, it's going to be really hard the next time the Dodgers win the World Series for it to feel sweeter than it does tonight. This is such a great payoff to put a bow on how difficult of a year this has been in so many ways for the guys on the team, for all of us covering the team, for every fan that's been watching. This has not been an easy ride by any stretch. And that was after an offseason where we came in expecting it to be as easy as it's ever been. It seemed like every time there could be some kind of adversity, it hit. And this is just such a resilient group to fight through as many things as they did, all the way up to where they needed to win back-to-back games on the road to win the World Series. And they still go up to Toronto and do it Miguel Rojas is the guy who hits the home run to tie the game in the 9th inning. Like Scott said, it's every single guy in the roster that did something huge in this playoff run to win the World Series. So this just feels fantastic. This group should be remembered forever for their ability to just fight through everything that could have gone wrong this season and to still win a World Series. Baseball is not a game where this is supposed to be able to happen. It's why it's the first National League team to win back in 50 years. Those natural bumps in the road that the Dodgers went through this year, those are the things that make it where teams don't win back-to-back World Series. That's why this never happens.
100%.
And this group is just so good and so resilient that they fought through it and they won the World Series anyway. So this is awesome, and this is a team that I'll remember forever.
Absolutely. Davis, by the way, World Series 2026, game 1 through 4 starter, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 450 pitches. I mean, why the hell not? Just the irony, by the way, real quick, of a guy that like, oh, he needs extra days of rest. Like they go to a 6-man rotation for this guy. Keep it up. Keep it up. I will just say this. This team has proven yet again why you can never quit on this team. And it seems cliche and it seems like, oh, it's a homerism, whatever. This is the stuff that gets leveled. Like this team will, as Bruce just said, they will be good enough to win the World Series again next year. And I am just encouraging people. Everybody gets to make their own decisions. I've made a conscious decision to be optimistic. And the reason I'm optimistic is not because of blind faith. It's because as long as Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow and Clayton Kershaw and Will Smith and Max Muncy and Teoscar Hernandez, as long as those guys are alive and still playing baseball for the Dodgers, this team is going to be capable of winning the World Series. They have the best manager in the world, maybe the best manager of all time in Dave Roberts. They have the best roster in baseball. They have a clubhouse culture that doesn't quit. Yes, they're high paid, but they're gritty. They fight back. They grind. That's what they did tonight in Game 7. This team did not fly across the country for Game 6 thinking they were going to lose. They didn't let the noise of like, oh, they can't hit, they can't do this, they can't do this. They just believed that it was going to work out for them because they put in the work and they do the right things.
Go win a ball game. One game.
Yes, and that's what they do. And guess what? They won the division. They keep winning the division every single year. And they had to play in the wild card. And it was like, at one point, right after the beginning of the second half, they had gone 2-12. Oh, this team's cooked. Then they win the division, but it's like they didn't get home field advantage. This team's cooked. They had to play the wild card. This team's cooked. They lose Game 3 in the NLDS. This team's cooked. They beat the Brewers. Who cares? The Brewers stink. This team's cooked. They lose Toronto. They don't have good enough offense like Toronto does. They don't have a bullpen. They're the freaking Dodgers. They're the freaking Dodgers. And next year, you know what? There's going to be all sorts of noise about they're not this, they're not this, they're not this. You know what they're still going to be, Scott? You know what they're still going to be, Bruce? You know what they're still going to be, chat?
The
They're going to
big
be the
bad
freaking
dollar Dodgers.
big bad dollar Dodgers.
Let's go, baby.
And they're going to cook. And they're going to win because that's what's amazing about this team. It's not just that they're like better paid, that they have better players. They also make the big plays. Miguel Rojas digs the ball out at second base yesterday. Andy Pages makes the catch in left field. Like, it wasn't Ohtani, it was Will Smith who hit the home run. Like, that's what makes this team different. And so, shout out to the Dodgers, back-to-back champs. Legitimately did not give up hope at any point. And I'm just telling you, folks, it's a lot more fun when you just ride it. And I was getting flack on social media tonight in the middle of this game. And they won.
Big bad dollar Dodgers, baby. I'm glad you joined that train. That's a fire saying, isn't it, Jeff?
Absolutely.
Big bad dollar Dodgers.
Dave Roberts said it today. They didn't even have a pregame speech because the Dodgers know how to win. They know how to do this. Nothing out of the ordinary.
No shot. What? He said that?
Dodger dad, you got me crying over here with that speech. Hey, let's go. Never give up, baby. The Los Angeles Dodgers. That's Scott Geirman. That's Bruce Kuntz. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Peralta. Shout out to Trevor Lane. Shout out to Matthew Moreno live on the scene, flying out of Toronto in like 45 minutes or something like that. Shout out to Greg Bergman and Marcus Grant of ESPN LA for hopping on with us. We appreciate all 9,000 people that have hopped in with us at some point tonight. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the podcast people who were like, I'm going to catch this later because I got to just get drunk. I got to watch the post-game celebration. I got to hang with family. Kudos to you. Stay tuned. We're not done. I can't promise there will be a show tomorrow night, our normal Sunday night. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. But we will have content coming at you hard and fast for the next couple of weeks. because the Los Angeles Dodgers are the World Series champions, not just of 2024, but of 2025. So for all of us at DodgerBlue.com, all of us at DodgerHeads, we appreciate you. Check out the app. If you're new, subscribe, ring the notification bell. You know how to do this. But as always, folks, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. As always, enjoy the rest of your night. Go Dodgers. Say it with me, people. Still freaking champs.